We are.
There's a live then button?
Yes. We are now live.
Speaking of N.
There you go. You are now all live. You are being recorded.
We are live then.
And I will be sending this into the authorities if you keep on.
Alright, favourite words.
You say that like they don't have it monitored.
I mean, it's me. Of course, they're monitoring it.
Nitrous oxide.
Coatrack, that's illegal.
Nitrous oxide. No.
Isn't nitrous oxide laughing gas?
Yes.
Yes.
At least I think it is.
It is. Yes. Laughing gas.
Just killed some of my patients.
It is used for dentists use it all the time, and.
Dude, my mom loves laughing gas. Every time she goes to the dentist, she's like, "Just give me laughing gas," and they give it to her.
We used to go to Amsterdam, sit in the park, and fucking inhale balloons full of it.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it.
Helium.
You can do that with helium. You can also do it with laughing gas. One makes other people laugh at you. One makes you laugh at other people.
Oh god! When I was at Notting Hill Festival, we had people hanging banners out of windows, and it was just groups of underage women hanging banners that said "We'll bang for a balloon."
Jesus Christ!
Ew.
Right.
Our society, man, is fucking falling apart.
That's exceedingly cheap.
Yep.
That is a pretty, fine
That's
deal.
really depressing.
Like one pet. Okay, I thought I heard an autistic voice. Hi.
Well, I saw all the old gang here, so I thought, why not?
Whoa, Spyro, buddy, you're not in the RP.
That's true.
Yep, we are literally streaming D&D right now. You're being streamed to the world.
He's doing an 8.
Cool.
Everything you say can and will be used against you.
The whole world is listening, all one person, and that's probably me.
Oh, one person and some kid who looks back at it later during Trig's trial.
How much money do you want to bet Aiden will barge in halfway through this drunk again?
Especially if I tell her to do it for a laugh.
I really hope so. That would be very funny.
It has to be on
Mr. Fed, go to episode 21, timestamp 1 hour, 3 minutes, 52 seconds. Anyway, that's where you need to go. For the record, I have no idea what's there.
No,
my bike's gone, it figures. I think it was one of those.
Nitrous oxide.
Yes.
If Trig's response is appropriate to it, it should be that for context they need to watch all of the previous episodes in order.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That really helps so sad.
YouTuber's so bad. He tries to get the feds to watch his
Actually, that's a great idea. Get yourself on trial so they all have to watch your videos. Look at all these views I got, boys.
Hey, look, some of you guys are all right. Don't come to Trig's entire D&D series tomorrow.
Yeah. I just really want that Raid Shadow Legends box. I'm sorry, that's really good money.
I may have got a year of jail time, but I've got so many sponsors now, and I've got a YouTube Gold Play button.
Yeah.
My God.
I can eBay that shit for at least 20 quid.
True.
Or you could put a computer in it.
Or you could put a computer in it. That'd be pretty cool.
Inside the play button?
Yeah, why not?
Well, we're almost 20 minutes.
We're live. This is it.
So we haven't started playing yet.
I mean, it's kind of Spyro's fault.
More autistic.
As of the 23rd? You got 10 days before Discord starts recording absolutely everything you do, and we'll use it against you.
They already were doing that, but now
anyone who was assuming
that
they were safe from that.
Yeah,
it was dumb.
Oh,
anything you put on Discord, assume the Discord owners can see it. Always.
Yeah. And anything
I think it's just the voice now as well. Like even then, that was always. I think they were always doing that, but now it's
sure.
Well, they said a long time ago that they have IP rights to anything you put in there. So if you were actually sort of using it for discussing actual sort of businesses or inventions or anything like that, you're giving Discord your IP. As well.
What you might, what they might do now is
the voice stuff. That's going to be the stuff.
That streaming as well.
What they might do now is they'll start scanning the video to see if it's copyrighted.
Yes.
Thing is, they could still kill their platform. It happened to Skype. So if they piss off enough people, people will just move.
It's more amusing than that.
Skype only died because Discord was better.
It's
That's
more
what
a
I'm saying.
reason that
Something else will have to be done.
if they are literally scanning stuff that's being broadcast and stuff that's being typed and so on, they are opening a route to attack on their own system where they just end up with using so much storage space they will not physically be able to buy space
Enough.
quickly enough.
What happens if they get a World of Tanks scenario?
No, if
Yeah.
it makes it so people literally can't stream much stuff anymore without their account or just being yeeted off, most will stop using it
Mhm.
because that's all they use it for.
Well,
If
bear in mind
anyone
that
wants,
there's an app called Cosme which does streaming better than Discord does. You have to click a link to open it, but otherwise it's a bit better than Discord streaming, and
There's-
that will be
there's been a
available.
Like I said,
lot of
people use
sites that have
Rabbit.
been-
Yeah, Rabbit. They used to be the most popular one.
Rabbit
Yeah.
kind of sucked, but this,
It did suck. It did, but it was the best of the time.
Cosme's peer-to-peer, same tech that Discord uses, so you don't even you still have to worry about them potentially recording it, but there's no need for them to. Unlike with Rabbit, where they fired up like a virtual machine that you all shared a view onto, that was jank.
No, it was jank,
and-
but like Discord was not as good with streaming, and that's why people used it.
I
I
thought
don't
I'd
even
look
think you
into
could
it.
stream actually.
You know,
If
it's wonderful
anyone
I came in here and
wants-
didn't immediately assume you were streaming D&D.
If anyone wants a cheap present for someone, check the link in Events 1.
Oh.
Events One, I think that's the channel that we're using for the anime watch.
Oh my god. Custom YouTube play button, silver gold. Huh. One.
The YouTube logo they've got down there isn't right. They've used the wrong
Oh,
font.
it's terrible. Well, I suppose they've had to, possibly for copyright.
No, they're using the right logo and they're using the same name. I don't think the font is what's
Changing
going to
the
cut the
font.
difference.
But Your Honor, we used a different font.
But Your Honor, see here, we fucked this up.
They're totally not the same thing, lads.
Look at
What are
it.
you
We put it
talking
in
about?
Comic Sans. No one uses Comic Sans.
No one who's trying to make money illicitly uses
It's
Comic
also,
Sans.
is it off center? It's not in the center either, is it?
It's close.
It kind of
It's
looks. It doesn't,
£1.15.
but it doesn't look
No,
right.
I think you're right, Di.
It's
Even
off
better, a
center.
dyslexic can't tell whether or not it's in the center.
No, it's
No,
off center. I
don't
can
think it
tell.
is. Yeah.
It looks to me like the. Do you mean the YouTube logo at the bottom being off center from the whole thing?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. it
Okay,
is.
so it looks a little bit like it, but I don't think so. Your brain probably plays that trick on you because the left half of that YouTube bit at the bottom is much thicker, so it looks like it's off to one side. But if you trace the lines upwards, I think it's pretty much right.
No, but the whole thing is like you would move
It's-
it more to the left just to make it look better.
Well, no, because then it would be off to the side.
It wouldn't though. It would look correct.
I mean, they could just use the right font.
Nope.
That too.
No, you're right.
No,
It is
Di
shifted
is
slightly
right.
over to the
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just literally held a ruler up to the screen to measure it.
Yeah, same.
It looked,
Well,
yeah,
not a
it
ruler.
looked-
Actually, I used a piece of wire, but I just kept the same length of it.
If I'm honest, I used a comb. But yeah.
That's not a ruler.
It has little gradations where the teeth are.
Yeah, great, talking about grooming again.
Indeed. I use it to
God
keep my
damn it.
beard tidy. Okay. It's getting
Oh,
rather decent these days.
So it's been a while since you've used it. Then.
No, it's not actually. It's a nice
I mean,
and pointy.
I'll tell you what has been a while.
The D&D. Because we couldn't do it yesterday because Di was fucking God knows where was Di.
Well, no, I mean what I mean is we're almost 25 minutes late to start now.
Can't believe you're selling out
We're-
Di like that.
We're actually streaming.
Oh,
This
man.
is
What
this is
the
being
fuck?
streamed. I've sold
You
Di
keep
out on
saying
Twitter.
that. You keep saying that.
Right. Okay. You're in the fucking town.
Can we roll a d20 to actually play?
Yes.
You basically
Oh,
all
shit,
in the
critical
bar
failure.
having a test.
Okay.
Yeah, we roll a 1.
Do you realize, Di, we could have started watching D&D when they appeared in the channel, watching anime
we
when they
would've-
appeared
Look,
in the
you
channel.
guys
we'd
are the ones
finished one
talking-
episode by now.
Okay.
That is true.
Right. We're live. We're playing. Okay.
Kiki's
Oh, yeah,
rolled
speaking-
a d20
Are
to
you-
play the game,
are you
and
in the-
she's rolled a 10, which means that it's still unsure. It's in limbo.
Yeah, this reminds me. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be back.
Oh, wonderful.
I have also rolled a 10.
Oh my God, lads.
It's okay, combined it's a nat 20.
Yeah. No, it's still 10 out of essentially it's 20 out of 40.
20 out of 40.
Yeah.
You don't tell them what it's out of. That's not how statistics work.
Okay, we're still delayed.
Yep.
That's an 8.
That's once again a fail. Congratulations. This is looking good. At
Mhm.
this,
Do I
this
just
point,
roll d20?
just roll a d20 and see how this whole episode pans out.
Oh!
Hey, so
That's
Dai's
gonna
plan
be
can
my
go ahead,
own-
which is watching anime.
Dude, yeah, this is for my anime. How likely are we to start? This
No,
is,
no,
you know...
no. You don't roll and then make up the rules as to what the roll was for
Hey, you didn't.
afterwards.
No,
No,
that was
we
already
did.
made prior. You just didn't ask me.
Yeah, you need to declare the rules prior.
We did.
For your role,
Watch,
sure.
watch the stream. You'll find out.
For one thing, Trin,
Don't
you
forget
didn't
to
all follow
subscribe.
the rules. I didn't even roll a 1d10. I rolled a 1d20. I rolled a 1d10.
You did
didn't
roll a
notice,
1d10.
so you know.
Which, by the way, good on you for doing that.
You should have done it
For
too.
more impeccable timekeeping.
Right. That's actually pretty high roll though. Out of 37. 37-sided dice
19
sounds.
out of 20
counts.
is pretty high, I think.
That's the highest roll you'll get all session done.
Yes.
Yes, it is. From now on, like
Just-
I use all my luck on that. So fuck you, Trig.
Yeah. No, not fuck me. Fuck you.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm gonna roll fucking ones.
So, do you remember where you were last time we played?
Alright, I'm back. I've got my
I
water
was
and
in
everything.
my seat at my desk, the same place I am now.
Excellent. Right. No, you'd got back to the Baron's
Yeah,
house. You
and
told
the
him
town
that
is being overrun.
the
right?
We're
the
being
town is
attacked.
under attack, and he sort of said, "Yes, I know we're being attacked. I'm actually defending at the present moment." He'd done some gestures and something with his hands, and outside you heard some howlings of some wolves. So really fairly close. And essentially you were basically being handed out various bits of equipment and so on. The Baron had equipped himself with some stakes.
Oh yeah, and he gave us one each, right?
Yeah.
Coat, you're breathing heavily into the mic, by the way.
Oh, sorry, got
It's alright.
lined up poorly.
For a stake, we will use a standard dagger, and but it's a wooden dagger, so you'll do double damage against an undead vampiric. However, there is also another side to this: is that in this battle, if you are bitten, you are attacked and bitten by a vampire, there is the potential for you to become a vampire, at least for 2 or 3 of you. The human members of the party do run a risk in this fight of if you die in the fight and are bitten, could become a vampire.
So Coat and Maximus's character.
Kurt and Maximus, also Kiki.
Oh,
Kiki
right, yes.
is-
I keep thinking Kiki's a demon.
She's not human because she's Asian.
Kiki's
that
character.
wasn't the
Kiki-
reason, but yeah.
If Kiki's character does, however, become a vampire, that will be
You'll
interesting.
Be true to character.
That will be interesting
Right.
because she's already sold her soul to a demon already.
Mhm.
So we'll have to see.
She'll get split into like 2 new beings,
No.
or
there
like
will
a
be
soulless vampire and a demon.
we will have to see how that works out. There may end up being
A vam demon.
Or the demon and the vampire.
Demon pyre.
Have to have a discussion.
It might just be a case of contractually breaking the breaking the contract and what that may entail.
Can demons be turned into vampires? Because I assume not. In which case,
no.
becoming
or
a
they
demon
can't be
should.
turned into a
in which
vampire
case-
because of the contract.
Well, that's what I mean. Because you'd think that becoming a demon would overrule being a vampire.
Yes.
And vampires
think.
become demons.
The demonic vampire.
Don't stop
yeah.
posting that. D, just
Huh?
I'm gonna mute you for that. Sorry.
Oh my god, D. I
No,
didn't know what it was, but why
no,
didn't I
that's
check?
some sort of vampire succubus nonsense. No.
Good thing we don't have any succubuses in our part.
The file name actually says succubus in it, so yeah, that's probably a succubus.
Yep. So
Is there? Is there anything that we could use for repellent against them, or nothing, or for the human members?
Yeah, can we like bath in garlic or something?
If you can find any garlic in this village, you're welcome to bath in it.
Bath in garlic.
we're
I
never
may
gonna
be
find
many
garlic.
things, but I am
Dude.
not French.
But
Oh
surely,
my goodness! Hang on, they don't like crosses. Can we T-pose at them?
No,
Oh my God.
and they only don't like crosses because of Christianity. Christianity doesn't exist in this world.
That doesn't mean that the shape wouldn't have effect.
we had this conversation before. Yeah.
And maybe they don't like
Jake has
Christian.
established that God gives the shape its effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, when you think about it, it's that Romans figured out how to repel vampires. Because if you're
And built a
crucified,
god around
you're
it.
already on a cross. Therefore, you can't possibly be a vampire.
There is another way to repel a vampire. You could stab them in the heart with a wooden stake.
No,
That-
we have that, but you could also risk being bitten, right? So it's like if we could have something that would keep them away, that would be handy. But I don't know.
Apparently,
That's why I'm asking.
apparently, it's a really good way to work out whether or not someone is a vampire. You stab them in the heart with a wooden stake. If they die, they were a vampire.
Yes.
Yes.
Also,
Here's what I'm gonna do,
I,
okay?
I will say
get
crossbows
a
are going
bunch
to
of-
work nicely against these guys as well.
I'm going to get a bunch of small woodland animals and just wrap them around my exposed skin. And if the vampire tries to suck my blood, he'll suck their blood instead.
That makes sense.
I mean,
I mean, tell
sure.
me how that
does.
won't work.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you
But does that not mean that you'll end up surrounded by some vampire animals that you're wearing?
Well,
I can
well
take 'em.
no, do they
I can take 'em.
reanimate the dead?
I
mean-
well, okay, can non-humans be turned into that? Because I mean, by extension, could you turn a plant into a vampire?
This is a very important discussion.
this is a
Oh
very.
my
You know,
God,
it-
plant
It like goes up,
vampires!
yeah, it goes up to a maple tree, it like drinks all the maple out of it, and then
Holy
it's like
shit.
and then suddenly like Canada turned into a vampire forest.
It's like those
That's-
Venus
that's a good question.
fly traps that we could place at a door, like
You-
as
look,
a nice
no,
plant,
you
and
can't-
then it'll eat someone if it annoys
No,
them.
but
You know?
you'll end up.
Vampires
You'll
like
end,
human blood, right?
Can
But
you-
do
can
they
you-
like tree sap?
can
Is
you-
it just like a thing that they can eat, but don't like vegetables for humans who like meat?
Trick's gonna lose it, dude.
I'm deliberately interrupting you, Trick, because this is such an important
this
conversation.
is
We
like
have to do this instead of the
can we turn a
campaign.
cabinet into a vampire? Oh, maybe a lamp. Maybe we can have a lampire. Lampires sound great. You'd have them on in every corner of every room.
Lampire! Dude, I love that name.
You turn it
I
on
love
and
that name.
it melts
Can
itself
they
with the
drip
light.
the electricity out of the lamp when they become a lampire?
Could you turn a wooden stake into a vampire? Thus its heart is a wooden stake.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's
Could you
pure
have a fake
mind
vampire
fuck.
called a shampire?
Does
You'd
that
have-
still work if it's a vampire?
You'd have to like
though?
Robin Hood it and like split the stake open with another wooden stake
you-
in order to
if
kill
you-
I
it.
was gonna say,
If you
but would the
decorate,
stake still kill a vampire if it is also a vampire?
that's true. Would you have to put a smaller stake in the larger stake? Ah, making a cross shape. Ah, perfect.
Yes,
Back to the
that's why it
cross
works.
again!
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
yes!
We did it, guys.
If we get a normal vampire and cover it in glitter, does it become a glampire?
Oh god damn it, we're just making puns now.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just making some
Literally
changes.
post-
Oh,
a
we get like a
lampire
bunch of
into
them.
chat.
We shove a bunch. We put a bunch of them in a row and
That
ride them,
looks
so
like
it's
a fucking
it's a
burger with a
trampire.
face.
A trampire, yes.
Yeah.
That's a
Vampires
burger.
on tracks.
Yeah.
Ez, that's a burger.
See, just like how we derailed this conversation.
Okay.
All right, I'm taking bets on how long it'll be before one of our characters moves.
So yeah, this is basically the Dracula and the Argelac and Sandy are going to be making their way out of the door very soon to go and take part in the fight. You
But we
the
have
We
one
just hear
question.
giggling to each other.
the
about
wolf
random
sounds
shit.
that you've heard outside. You hear at this
Wolf?
point they are moving off down the street. As if it's basically a large amount of four-legged, large dog-type creatures charging down the street. You hear that outside. Would you
Are
like
people, have people had a
It's just
rest,
Twilight.
by the way? Like, are
No.
we starting from...
No,
Okay.
you
Nope.
have not had a rest.
We don't feel good.
You have literally come back from the mines after being blown up to this situation.
Okay. So I just couldn't remember.
We did it, guys. We accomplished nothing.
Yeah.
Indeed.
If they sparkle in the daylight, are they campfires?
Right. Okay. That's that.
What?
Thank you, Kiki. That's the final decision I needed. Right. Okay. So.
Oh great! Oh great! Everyone's doomed now. Thanks, Kiki.
Yep. Yep.
Well, then we might as well not stop. If we've already
No.
crossed that line.
No.
Yeah.
No. You have.
True.
You'll see what
They
what this has done. You'll see what.
They actually show up in photographs, so they're campires.
Oh my god! All right. So where are we?
Right.
What are we doing?
So
next?
the wolves that were outside are no longer there, and you've now heard the crackle of gunfire coming from town.
The wolves have learned how to use guns.
They absorb a different type of blood, so they're tampires.
Holy shit!
I might say at this point in time, I did mention this in the last episode. There is a time element here. That the gunfight, the fight in town has started. There are a number of the Rev and Shane's army are fighting what is left of the townsfolk. If Shane and his men make it to the south end of town, they will get to the facilities where the fake blood essentially is being made, and they will torch it. If they torch that, you will have completely failed this scenario. If, however, they don't,
Make big blood.
if you manage to, yes, this is the whole thing: is that the chickens were being bled to make blood for the vampires.
Oh.
So they were surviving off
We already knew
off
that.
the blood, and
Yeah,
the
chicken
colonel
being
was
sent for the colonel and all.
yeah was
Does
shipping
that
the
make
chicken.
it halal?
What?
Does that make it halal?
Yes, that's right. The vampires are actually Arabs.
There's
Oh
no
my
Christianity, so
God.
there's
Why
no
aren't we
Islam.
helping any of them?
As we're messing around, Trig, is there a transwarp conduit opening nearby?
No, there isn't.
So,
Aw.
so are we?
I don't know
are
what that
we-
means.
So are we just immediately going out then into this?
I mean, you can leave it as long as you like, but time is ticking away.
Well, while it's ticking away, is Ardulak just sitting there like do 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 do?
He is
Or is he out there
basically
defending his
he,
people?
he is essentially he's equipped you with whatever you wanted. You've got
Stakes?
stakes. Anyone that wanted crossbows, if you don't have a crossbow or a bow, you can have one of those. And yeah, Ardulak is basically going to be going, right, follow me. We're getting the fuck out of here and heading into town. So if you want to follow him, you can do.
Alright, is mine Wagyu?
No. Standard T-bone.
Get it? T because of cross.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
You lot, man.
Shall we a new map?
You shall a new map. And yes, I am a cruel and vindictive person.
Uh-huh.
You get to
Oh,
the
I
new
can see
map.
which side's winning.
You get to the new map. You get into town, and in front of you there is a a barricade. There are a number of townsfolk who are holed up there with crossbows, fighting off the Rev's army, as I've marked them down. You'll notice that in between the Rev's army and the townsfolk, there are about 11 or so slaughtered wolves who charged into there and were essentially shot to pieces, sadly, as they had no cover.
Mm.
Do you still have that thing that makes lots of water?
Yes.
Because they're wearing sun cream so they don't burn in the sun.
It is now sundown.
Oh, never mind then.
But hold on, can we bless the water?
I thought, wasn't it in the morning we were though?
No, you set off to the mine in about midday. You got to the mine about
Okay.
mid-afternoon. You've got back. The sun was
Okay,
setting.
okay.
Can we finally crack nuclear fusion so that we can create an artificial sun?
Yeah, is it UV they don't like?
Oh my god, lads.
An artificial sun wouldn't have the holy element to it.
Yeah.
I don't think the holy element applies in this universe. There's no way to defeat vampires using religion in here. UV still works apparently though.
Yes, they do not like sunlight.
An ultraviolet flashlight would work.
Yes,
Ultraviolet flashlight would be a super weapon. Yeah.
it would be powerful.
So any chance we can get one of them? I'm willing to use a spell slot.
I don't see any way you would have the time in this particular
Did
instance.
everyone else get their health back?
I already had full health, but I know you don't have full health.
I
Your character
don't, but
doesn't.
my token does, but
I
I
don't- I
don't have full health.
Don't know why
Yeah,
your
um,
token. I just dragged your character straight across. What should they be if they're still high?
Well,
Set
mine
them-
is my token says 52 out of 52. My character sheet says 42 out of 60. So something has gone wrong.
Something has gone wrong. I just dragged your tokens across onto the map. So
Well, Coat's one seems normal because his.
Yeah, mine's correct.
Well,
Weird.
Delete him and drag him in
good
again.
thing that we can afford a bit of a delay for Roll20 being broken.
Roll20. It's a great system, but it does have its issues. And jank is a good way of putting it. Yep. Let's have a look. Why?
It addresses a complex problem. I wouldn't say it's good.
Yeah,
It's the best we have right now.
it is the best we have. If you're right, okay, you can. If you click on your token, you should be able to change the red marker above your head.
Oh, I think I can, yes. Although, not that it matters much, but it probably won't be automatically updated to my real health if that's the case.
No, that's fine. We will work with after this
You could
battle.
just-
Right, so there is a small problem.
Delete
I
them.
can't actually reach to the input box because the big box of shortcuts is stuck over the
Yeah,
top of
it's
it.
doing
Oh,
the same
I'm gonna
I
thing
have
know,
to,
it's-
I'm gonna have to dive into the battle so that I can edit my health so I can dive back out
It's
again.
yeah, no, it is an issue with that particular bar of stuff. I'm not.
It's doing it to me as well.
I
yeah.
wonder whether it could be positioned at the bottom of the screen rather than the top. There's a
You
Probably
actually
be
can't
better.
move it. I was thinking I could move it, but you can't.
no.
Very good of you
It would
just
be
to set that up
it
for
would
us,
be
Kiki.
handy,
As it happens, I haven't used it yet.
It's yeah. I'll tell you what. It's really useful for the NPC characters.
Hmm.
I
No, just a simple being able to either move it or just position it down instead of
Yeah.
having it up would be fine.
the bar is yeah. Anyway, that's not my department.
Yeah.
So anybody that finds their health is incorrect, we will correct that.
Cool.
It's inaccurate.
Let me check my character sheet as well. Okay, it was at 61. I have to move my character slightly. I'll move it back. Just give me a second here.
Where's Fluffy?
You're right. Fluffy isn't on the board.
There we go.
There you go. Fluffy's on the board. What I would like you to do is all click on your tokens, and after you've clicked on your tokens, roll for initiative.
Cool.
Initiative in this situation? Are you sure? I mean,
Does seem
can't we give
inappropriate.
diplomacy a chance?
The fight is
Give love a
They've-
chance.
They've killed the villagers. I don't think there's gonna be much more talking.
the fight is on at this point.
Ooh,
I mean, the enemy
critical.
is. Why is there a sailing ship in the enemies?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
why
think
there
it-
is a sailing
it
ship in
seems-
there.
Somewhat impractical for that to be there. Although if the ship got all the way there, it must not have been terrible. Even though that's its name.
Hmm.
So Trig, while we were strategizing in
Uh-huh.
Idulax Manor, were you putting X's on the wolves?
Yes.
I thought you might have been, yeah.
I like how even the
Sure does.
horizontal wolves have vertical X's.
Yeah. Yeah, you've had a pile of backup, but they
Oh no, the dogs are dead.
yeah,
You let the dogs out.
It's the ATF.
literally that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to minimize this. I've had issues running combat, shall we say, at large scale before. It can be quite quite tricky to keep it from just being a massive fucking snorefest, whilst God knows how many people have their go as NPCs.
It's one of those things where it's inversely proportional to how fun it would be in reality, like a massive vampire versus vampire mob with a bunch of heroes from ancient Rome. But in Roll20 and D&D, it's just
It just gets really
Rolls.
fucking tedious, yeah. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to pretty much center around you folk and what you're going to do and where you're going to go. The Baron is going to essentially take charge of his vampires. He has a mixture there of, as you see, town leaders and townsfolk. They are essentially extra strong vampires and normal level vampires. The Rev's army are basically newbie vampires and are actually rather weak. There's two groups of them. There is a small group at the bottom, which is Shane and the other two guys. They will be heading south. Your main objective is going to be to stop them. If they get to the bottom of the map, you're in trouble.
Okay.
But they can get to the bottom of the map in one combat round.
They can't.
Okay.
If they dash, they can get very close.
No, they can't.
Are they? Okay.
Vampires
mistake.
can't dash in town.
Really?
This town is actually quite heavily warded by
Ooh.
Argilac to maintain a degree of peace from the vampires, which is why they're fighting with firearms and stakes rather than doing a lot of their heavy vampire-y stuff. So, yeah,
Oh.
that's why they're not just rocketing around like lightning,
It would
etc.
be almost impossible at that point, right?
It would be impossible to. I have.
Especially if all 15 people can be like teleports behind you, like what the fuck are you supposed to do?
Exactly. So, which is why you've got a barricade there that is actually working.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be funny if one of us had dispel magic and we didn't tell the other side?
They would know.
Oh,
The moment one started using magic, the rest of them would know.
Could we not dispel magic in an area?
If all vampires come from like the same root progeny, if we kill Ardulac, do all of them die?
I am not running by that particular type of law at this point in time. I would also consider it to be a fail if you kill Argilac and wipe out the village. Therefore, the facility is no longer running.
Also, it might be harder to kill Ardulac than it would be to kill all of the enemies.
Quite probably. Considering Dracula law basically has him as.
I was gonna say it's like yeah, we
kill.
go and kill the unkillable. Yeah, great idea, lads.
We did it, guys! We gained so much XP, we can beat the boss!
Alright, have fun with your chicken shit or whatever. Bye.
Yeah. So, looking at the turn order,
So,
the
yeah.
Baron has arrived, and the Baron, of course, gets to initiate the turn order.
Yeah, the commander has to, instill, power for his troops, right?
So yeah, no, he is going to fire his crossbow. So he's definitely hit. So he's walked into the scene, the scenario, and immediately shot at this one here. And yeah, well, knocked a big chunk out of one of the Reverend's army. And immediately directed his troops. The rest of the troops are essentially rallied at this point. Coat, what would you like to do?
I will use one of the basic features of my class that I've never applied before, and I will turn into a direwolf.
Ah, cool.
Jesus, that is a lot of text.
That is a lot.
That
of
is
text.
an unreasonable amount. Trust me, you don't
Holy
need to read most of it
shit.
to understand.
Okay,
Like you don't.
You turn into
I
a
turn into a
dog.
direwolf for most purposes.
Yeah.
I keep my own intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
I don't know if it necessarily applies in this case, though, Trig. We shall have to read through all the begats, and exceptions and conditions.
Okay, what it does say is you can't cast spells, and your ability to speak is limited.
I'll post the stat block in the events one.
Okay.
There you go. You just that page has the stat block for you.
I have to run to the bathroom. I'll be right
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, you've probably got a buff in strength. And so on. I get
Nope.
you. No.
My strength is actually technically lower because I have those gauntlets. Unless,
you do,
unless it does say I can use. I was gonna ask. It's a very minor difference, but is there any way I can keep them on in this form?
You can't keep. No, a wolf with gloves on would be silly.
Why not?
Silly even for me, because your
Okay.
hands are small. You don't have fingers. You're a direwolf. They would.
But,
Okay.
What if we
if you
strap
were-
the gloves to him?
I wear them as earmuffs.
What if he was a cripple and in a wheelchair? Would he turn into a wolf with no back
Ugh.
legs and wheels?
Apparently, according to some people, yes.
That is
But
literally the canon of the rule set we are using.
yes. Okay. Yep. You are a direwolf. Is that?
Yeah, that's a draggable monster from.
A direwolf, eh? Where the weapon at?
Do you want me to drag one in for you?
Yeah.
Apparently, I can't.
I'll just
There you go.
throw Captain Feather on Dot over and to the side so he's out of the way.
Stick it in the corner because we will still be using
Yep.
you as and that icon
I
as your
yeah. Well,
turn on built into it.
also if I get defeated in this form, I just go back to that.
Yes, that is correct.
Else, so I will need access to the new character token. But otherwise, I'm done with my turn. I transform and I howl for effect.
Okay. Yep.
Are we saying that wild shape takes up your whole turn?
Takes up your action.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Finally,
Yeah.
someone that recognizes that.
What do you mean?
We've had
Someone else?
we've had problems with other people going, I want to be able to do wild shape, and then my entire action.
Wow.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
How do I turn this into? Oh, body?
Oh my goodness! Can I use the wand of smiles on the wolf?
Yeah. And as part of your turn, yes, you can.
I'll take that as a hostile action.
Oh, guys.
At least you'll look
We're back
happy
to
about
nitrous
it.
Dude,
oxide
why are
again.
we immediately turn on each other, like, within a second? Christ.
Why can't I move this thing? Why can't I give it access?
I do like the idea we've been together for all this time and you've literally never seen the fact I can transform.
Yeah. You know what, Co? Can I just leave you on the map as Chief Feather on Dot, but as a
That's
direwolf?
fine.
Because
That's fine.
it's
Just make him bigger, because he's
Or
he's
you
a
could,
large creature now.
stretch the portrait to double height. You could use the little token or the little icon thing that you can add to them to just add a dog icon.
yeah. There you
You
go.
could stretch it sideways.
Oh my god!
And wider.
Yeah, you could stretch it just
It's 2 by 2.
sideways to make him
It's
stand.
2x2. Wow.
That's
Because
so
he's large.
funny.
Yeah.
He's a
Fat
large.
mode activate.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh my goodness, he's nearly as big as Johnny.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he's in dog form. Just imagine this is dog form.
Awoo and all that.
Oh
Indeed.
god.
Wait,
Oh my
so
god, Ed, can you
wait,
enlarge him?
Coat, so whenever you take damage, be sure
I
to be
don't
taking
know,
it
can
from
It'll
the
be
other
I will. I was actually
Not
just
your
thinking
actual.
I'll note down what
Just
my
put-
health was before and change it on here.
Oh, your direwolf hit points are they usually
37.
37. So what I'll
Yep.
do is going to put 37 in your green box there.
Ah,
There,
good idea.
that'll be better.
Imagine what the
That's a good
opponent
idea.
is seeing. They're seeing the people of the town, and they're about to see two giant humans, one of them turning into a wolf, rushing at them. One man made of metal with a bunch of clockwork animals flying around him. Me as an archer. Basically, we've got a technicolor band of retards here to take on these vampires, and they're new to being vampires as well. This must be fucking weird for them.
I mean, certainly some of these vampires have lycanthropy.
Imagine being a normal person and just like, oh, I'm a vampire, and then, oh my god, what's that coming
Yeah.
Shock and awe,
towards
lads.
us?
Shock and awe.
Exactly.
Make them regret having eyes.
Yes, based.
Okay.
And that's what the angel did to me.
Yes, indeed. Cecilia, speaking of you, it is your turn.
Right, these guys have got guns that work on vampires, right?
They have got guns that work on vampires. They are being shot at you at the present moment. It is not the people around you that have guns that work on vampires. They have crossbows.
Well, none of us are vampires, so we should be fine.
I can just go stab him, right?
You can go stab who?
This dude.
Just don't get bit.
That is one movement. That's 45.
That's one movement. Okay, yeah, you can run over there, and either shoot him or stab him or.
That's not even running. That's a walk at my normal pace.
That
I've
is-
been real slow balling it for these guys.
Monks are fucking mad with their movement. You couldn't keep up with them if they were sprinting and using their vampire run, but at this point, you're actually probably the fastest person on the board because you're not using vampire powers.
Right, I'm gonna stab him.
Okay.
That wooden dagger, is that by any chance a stake?
Does that get him?
21 does get him.
Technically, it's a wooden dagger as opposed to a stake, so it doesn't count and it doesn't work.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna
we
stab
were
him
given
again.
wooden stakes as well,
Yeah.
right?
Is it those? No, that's the same thing. It's the stake. Wooden dagger,
okay, thank
stake. It is a piece of wood, a plank
This-
with a point on it.
Listen, some people would make it. No, I'm just saying some people would argue this.
And
is why I
those
just
people
clarified.
need to be put down.
Was it- is-
Well, like you
There
put
was
down
a-
those walls. There's a really serious
Yes.
problem here. Does that wooden dagger have a cross guard? Because if it does, it's a cross shape. And if it doesn't, it's not really a dagger.
And as we've already discussed, cross shape has no effect. But those stats, yeah, that is
I
that
mean,
is.
it's gonna kill it.
We have an audience. Of course, it has an effect. It's purely aesthetic.
Yes,
That
It's
is
the-
a
true.
style point. You know what? Give us inspiration for using crosses.
Yes, bro.
No.
What if I say some lines from Van Helsing? Can we get inspiration then?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. Only if you're completely
Oh
accurate.
shit! Now I have to look up the lines.
But yes,
Right.
that does hit, and it's a wood weapon. Therefore, it is double damage on the.
Oh, fantastic. I'm gonna. How much does that hurt him? Like,
That's
oh
a
damn.
20.
Okay,
That takes a chunk out of him. Yeah.
I'm gonna stab him again.
Yeah. 9 does not.
I'm gonna stab him again.
In fact, 9 is a critical failure. Yes.
Yeah.
How many of those wooden daggers have you got?
I've got like
Because
3.
you have one less now. It broke off on him.
Oh.
That wasn't his heart. That was his pelvis.
Well, third one hit.
The third one definitely hits. Yes. That has done.
I'm gonna stab him again.
Kiki, could you add this weapon to my character sheet so I can use it as well if need be?
That's
Because we did get
No.
them. Can you not?
No, I don't have control of your character, and to do so would lag out my computer
Oh,
so
okay.
heavily.
Okay, so I'll just probably have to ask you for the
just
stats. For it,
drag a
so-
dagger across. Or I can do it.
Oh, can you do that? Okay.
Yeah, all I've done is dragged a dagger across and adjusted the damage type to wood instead of piercing.
So
that's a lot of work.
in compendium where it's got the I, just type dagger, and drag that over onto your.
Okay, hold on. Sorry,
This is
Nash.
never
I'm
gonna
not
work.
too familiar how these things work. So
This is never going to work. It didn't work.
What?
compendium.
Drag it over.
Oh, I have to not have it as a pop-out window. I have to have it open in the thing.
Yes.
So it's
my
just
God.
a normal dagger, not. I don't have to.
It's
Put
just a normal dagger. I will count it at this point. Yeah.
But is that more effective against vampires than a normal weapon?
It is doing double damage because it is a wooden weapon.
Okay.
Your bow,
Right.
however, Uzalu, your bow, wooden shafts on the arrows, just fine. So yeah,
Bruh.
you'd
I'm
probably be
shooting
better.
fucking stakes.
You are shooting very slender stakes. Yes.
They're not crosses, sadly, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, are
Like
my
you-
teeth able to be made of wood? That's just a joke. Don't take that
I
seriously.
was going to say, it's all right. I've had this problem with druids
Why
before.
don't you grow a forest? Like, literally grow stakes out of the ground under their feet.
You've
Right,
got
who's up
entanglement and things like that. You could. Well, although not as a direwolf. Right.
Town leaders, apparently.
I don't have spell slots left. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Right.
How do we change
is
the?
that all of your
the
turns, Kiki?
material to wood?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
That's all you can do. Okay.
Do we change piercing in type to wood?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so I
that'd be a-
just want to know how it's getting
It-
the double damage. Is that
it's-
something you're applying?
that's something I'm applying. Yes.
Okay. I've added a stake. Not that I'll be using it most likely.
You will be. Yeah. I was going to say unless you're a close range combatant, you're using a bow and arrow.
All right, just check over what I've added just to make sure it's okay.
Yeah,
That's
I've added
fine.
a dagger as well.
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
I'm just not going to touch it after that point.
That's perfect.
Excuse me.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
It is currently the town leader's turn.
Okay.
It's yours after that, though, Di.
Yeah.
For effect, essentially, two of the town leaders have fucking zapped fairly rapidly over onto this one guy over here, and have yeah.
Quick, Uzalu, heckle the rule set.
Heckle the rule set. What?
Yes, heckle the rule set.
3d10 wooden stake damage. Damn.
They know exactly how to use them and where to hurt. So
Excuse me.
that is One down.
Ooh.
The guy is basically ripped limb from limb, pulverized on the spot. The two of Reverend's army standing next to it look on in fair old amazement at the speed and ferocity of what has just happened.
Damn.
That's here. It is. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I forgot. There's one other. That one misses, and that one misses. The third one is firing his crossbow. He manages to fire twice in one round. Yes, I was right. But somehow manages to miss both times. So worry about that.
It is Van Helsing. He's got a repeating crossbow.
Nope, he just moves so fast that he can cock, load, and fire a crossbow without needing to deal with reloads in the way that a normal mere human would. There are benefits to being a vampire.
I
One
think
does
that
not
would
even
break
see
the
him.
crossbow, but never mind.
No, probably wouldn't.
One does not even see him raise the crossbow, but somehow bolts appear.
Crossbows can be made to fire very, very fast with mechanical without them breaking. Capable of fixing and springing very quickly.
Your experience may come from very modern crossbows. I'm not sure if old ones would have done.
Even the old ones, back in these days, in the 14th century, they were made with spring steel, dude.
Trig. So if I go here, would I be able to shoot them from that position? Or do I have to go
Yes.
past the bar?
Yeah, no, you can shoot them from there. You can quite happily see over the barricade or duck down behind it. If you wanted to duck down behind it, I would give you full cover. So it's something you could
Well,
could
can I
use.
shoot and then duck?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I would attempt to do at least.
I would take that as your bonus action is the ducking though.
Okay, so I can only do 2 shots instead of 3 if
Yes, essentially.
Okay. I can use my pistols from here, right? I could go.
You probably got the range on them. What are your pistols' range? Yeah, you've got 45 foot. You could shoot at that one. You could certainly shoot at a couple at 40 foot.
I want to go and try and pick off this one.
Which one?
This one.
That one over there.
And then I'll duck behind cover after.
Okay, as you can see there, your pistols have got a 30 to 90 range. So anything after 30 is with disadvantage. Unfortunately, you don't hit on
Oh,
either
is
one.
it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, that's a drawing tool.
Nice ruler, Dan.
I ignored that. Okay, so that's.
I love how you
5.
even tried to make it an arrow.
I did. God damn it. Hold on.
The one next to Kiki is at 35 foot. If you move slightly into the barricade, I'd let you have that at 30 foot.
I mean, because I have a musket, a bayonet,
The
a long.
that's I was going to say the musket is going to fire further.
So could I use the musket instead, just because I didn't know that it had.
You can use the
disadvantage?
musket. Yeah, you can't use the musket and fire it again. That does need reloading.
Okay.
The pistols
so
have got you've got your fast loading system on them, but
Well, I might. Should I just go for my longbow? Actually.
It does wood
'Cause-
damage, Dan.
it will do much more damage. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'll just do that then.
You're trying to use pistols on her.
Because I thought I was close enough to be able to do the damage with them, but obviously I'm not. So. There we go.
Okay. First one misses. The second one does hit. I will give you that one. Which one was it? This one, did you say it was?
Yes. This one.
On here?
Di doesn't like the redhead.
Yeah.
Soulless.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah.
Can gingers even become vampires?
they
Can they even? Can they
what,
go
what
to
you'll find is they
engagement
were
'cause they
all
have no
burned
soul?
before, and then they became ginger once they became a vampire.
Ah.
Makes sense, I guess.
Right, so that's it. You're taking. You shoot 2 shots, and then you're ducking back behind heavy cover. Yeah.
Yeah. Just because I don't know what thing is gonna come
Groovy.
at me.
Okay, the Reverend's army is now in effect. And they're going to charge forwards.
What, you want to be able to assign groups?
Yes, that would be great. They run
Like
forward.
in an RTS?
Yes. They've run forwards.
It is worth noting that like we've been able to do RTS games with good control for like 25 years, and Roll20 still lagging behind.
Sorry, ignore all of the things I just put in there. I was trying to look at my weapons and I was just rolling them by mistake. I'm so retarded, man.
So Roll20 made it really convenient for you to fuck up.
It has done. There is a definite requirement for not being a complete spaz to use Roll20 effectively. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like a personal attack on Di there.
Exactly what.
Well, I was trying to figure out if the masterwork light crossbow or the quicksilver longbow which one was better. That's what I was trying to look at.
Oh, Trig, that looks like a lot of maths, man. Have fun.
Okay, well, first one didn't hit, second one did, third one did, fourth one did, fifth one did. Okay, townsfolk taken.
God, those rolls, damn.
Or is equipped with a T actually valid? Never heard that before. Or is it just a typo?
It's a typo. Yeah, whatever.
It's Newspeak.
Yep, this
Well, to be fair,
townsfolk
like,
is this guy just basically has just taken a full volley of shots and has just been reduced to pulp.
Yikes.
Gross, man.
This guy has, oh shit, also been killed. Because that plus 52 anti-vampire damage has just fucking annihilated him. So
Trig, I can't remember. Does silver work against vampires?
no, silver is
No,
not
okay.
working against vampires.
I couldn't remember if you told us before or not.
Yeah. Purely on wooden weapons.
Just wood, okay.
Magical does have some effect.
Okay. Magical wooden sword to the rescue.
Right.
When you get to the final fight and your training sword is the most effective weapon.
Very anime.
There's one dungeon in Final Fantasy IX where the worse the weapon is, the better it is.
That's funny. There's an anime currently airing or has aired about somebody being reincarnated into the world as a sword.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm surprised they
hands-
only did it now, because like that's
In the hands
you know,
of a buxom anime girl, I assume.
of course it was an actually anime cat girl.
Of course.
God.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why,
That's what you are.
why not?
You
Right.
know, because she's trying to fight for her freedom, because you know they're discriminated for being cats and stuff, and you know all that.
Absolutely right.
As it should be.
Yep.
Say that as I'm telling my cat to stop sniffing the wires on my computer.
Isn't
No,
it?
Jake, you discriminated those wolves for being dogs, so I don't think you have much of a leg to stand.
It is your turn, dude. It is your turn.
All right. Okay. Now,
Favorite foe?
this is yes. This is a complex situation, so I think we need to drop a quick battle plan. Now, as I see it, this area here is defensible. Right? We need to keep plenty of people here, especially me, because I can shoot over into the enemy area. We also want to be careful of flanking from over here, right? But as soon as we're ready, we penetrate deep into the enemy's regions like this, making sure they don't cross
Oh my
back
God.
past our lines here.
Oh my
And once I
God.
get there, I can begin to shoot at Shane over this way before he can escape towards the chicken area. All right?
This seems
And
like
be
a decent
careful of
plan.
this part right here as well.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'd be careful. You've missed that woman on the left there.
Note also that I can shoot out from these areas so that I can hit with arrows in any direction.
Yeah, but there's no enemies there, so it's kind of
You
at
know.
least on the side.
I wish I could fucking stop people being able to draw ups.
You
Why?
can. There's literally a
can.
setting for that.
Yeah.
Why would
No,
you
this
want
is
to
a
stop this?
battle
This is a
plan.
good battle plan.
It's a penis.
Oh, oh my God, you're right. I drew. Oh, that's
Mhm.
so funny. I drew a penis by accident.
Uh-huh.
I had no idea.
You do that a lot.
God, you should tell me next time I'm doing that. I had no idea.
I will leave the testicles there just because
Does
you know,
that, does that make us like the prostate?
Oh no.
you are indeed the prostate. Die is the bladder.
Oh,
Okay, so we launch from this position out to the
I
south.
will just say you have
Yeah.
a problem because you have a rather enlarged prostate and a blocked bladder.
I think
you
they're
should get that,
gallstones.
you should get that scene too.
Yeah, there might be
Getting
some
a bit of a
gallstone
torsion.
issues. They're gonna get stuck in the shaft,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's what
So
gallstones
what do you think about-
do. It's
what do
you think about-
horrifying.
It is.
Regardless
Yeah, I
of the fact that
know.
I accidentally drew a penis, what did you think of my battle plan?
But it's correct. Unironically, which is
I
funny.
think we need to be careful with that battle plan in seriousness, actually, because we do need to be pushing and penetrating deep, because otherwise these guys are just going to run down and burn the factory.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
unironically what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So we need to penetrate them in the back door, which means I need to
Yes.
take a couple of shots. What I need to do, Cecilia, is free you up so that you can possibly kill yourself, but maybe in
Again.
the process also kill Shane with the poison.
Yeah,
So
because the thing is, I can only go like 30, so I'm not going to be able to get to them very quickly. But we should try and aim to just murder them. And I mean, we could pick up the Scragglers after we've murdered them.
Scragulous.
But Shane,
Yeah, the
Shane is but a
Scragglers.
fool. Shane is a fool,
Scragulars.
but if I kill myself, I come back only stronger.
Indeed.
like
Of
that
course-
Canadian
Dude,
logic.
Of course, you have the power of suicide. Of course, I just that's so funny.
Ha! I get it. I get it.
That's so funny.
Only works half the
Oh
time.
my god. Yeah,
Um,
true.
Flip a coin.
Just so funny.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It hit me just now for whatever.
Flip a coin. If it falls out the window.
Okay. Fucking hell. It's like, what are you actually gonna do other than draw penises all over the battle map?
I mean, that's all I had.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Well, you
No,
have to
I'm
actually
kidding.
attack.
You're gonna shoot anyone? Yeah, just.
So my Medusa bow, it
Yes.
says range 600. Is that full effectiveness at 600?
You will be firing at disadvantage at that. It has 2 range stats.
Yeah, I don't see the second one. I was thinking it did, but I don't see the second one.
Should be like 150 and 600.
I thought it was more than 50, but I don't
Just-
see
just-
any. It
just-
just says 600.
Just use it. Just fire one in the chat as a thing. It should.
I think you'd be able to hit them, right?
Fire a
Either
blank.
way.
I'll be able to hit them, yes, but they're far enough away. It might be disadvantage. Thing
I
is, the reason I'm
doubt it.
asking
With
is
the
because if it's
600 bow, nah.
no. If it's 90, then I can hit them without disadvantage. If it's not, if it's 50,
Yeah, but you
as
can
said, then I
move.
can't.
But you can move.
Yes, that's true. I can, but I don't want to move too far because I'll be a target then.
Let me just look at the
I can't
actual
get within
stats on the
50.
Medusa bow.
Well, just put it in
It's
chat.
it's
so we can
it's
see.
150 and 600.
All right, you're
Oh
fine.
well, that's
all I knew.
absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Can I enter this into the field? 150-600. Does that work? It seems to. All right. Yep, that's absolutely fine. In that case, thinking between shooting the one next to Kiki so she can run past, and actually trying to potentially kill Shane in 2 hits if I manage to get really good shots in the heart or something. Not sure if I'm going to be able to, but shall I do one into the one by Kiki and one into Shane?
That
Yeah, I
is
think
that
that's a
is
good plan.
that is up to you. The one in front of Kiki is probably quite killable at this point in time.
All right. As for my bonus action as well, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a hunter's mark. Incidentally, you said last time that magic was summoning demons.
Yes.
Is that all magic? Does that include? Only you have to tell me because I
It-
wouldn't
it-
know. But
It
I'm wondering if that includes hunter's mark.
it doesn't. It's only some magic. And it
Yeah, like
it,
summoning a forest.
it
or
does
stuff
tend
like
to
that,
be
right?
large uses of magic. Small tiny things here and there. And if you remember going back to when we first sort of talked
You
about this,
explained it last session. I
it was yeah, I explained it last session, but when we were actually rolling up the characters, stuff that is essentially explainable as inherent skill with a character isn't so much magic. Stuff that is, I summon a direwolf, that's magic. If it's a
I didn't summon it. I turned into one.
no, I know, but I summon a thing, I create a forest, I fire a fireball. That's magic. If
It
it's
also depends on the
if it's an
level,
I'm a trained sniper. I've worked in the woods and have used a bow my entire life, and therefore I use my skills to zoom to hone in on a particular target and shoot him where it hurts.
Yeah, I wouldn't
That's
say it's
Yes.
magic,
that's
right?
skill.
Understood.
Um,
Understood. So I've put hunter's mark on Shine, which means I'll mark down a spell slot, and I will now start blasting. I'm going to shoot at the one in front of Kiki.
Okay.
So there's not hunter's mark on that one.
Mhm.
Slayer's Prey. Let me just remind myself what that does. Focus increase in high. Bonus. I've already used my bonus action, so no. Sharpshooter, no. Favored foe, yes, because they're fiends, right?
I'll allow it.
I think we
Then
did
they're
agree
not.
on that
They're,
last time.
yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're definitely an undead kind of. Yeah.
They're
Close
quite,
enough.
yeah.
That's probably a hit.
That is a hit, and that kills him.
Ooh.
You shoot him straight in the heart, and
Fantastic.
he looks down at the arrow and goes, "I was promised eternal life," and falls over.
Immediately gets killed. Yeah,
Yeah.
the same day.
Cringe. Anyway,
He must be pissed, bro.
I was
this
in
let
the
himself become a
Vampire
vampire for eternal life, dies the next day.
It must be so pissed off.
He would have lived many decades
Longer, yeah.
Longer
if
if
he
he's just-
hadn't been a vampire.
This is what happens when you turn to fucking Satan. You know?
That's certainly one way to interpret it. Yeah, there's a lot of validity to that.
So said the demon.
Hey, I should know better than anyone.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, I will now incurse upon the other Shane. Hunter's Mark, yes. No Slayer's Prey, no Sharptooth Shooter, but yes, favorite foe. Go. Hey, that's a hit. Come on.
Ooh.
Come on, that's a good one. That's a good one. What was that?
Is
Was
a
it a
good one.
19? Was it
God,
17?
I can't believe you're actually being useful. What's happened?
Wow. I tell you
You're
what,
rude.
Di, you know what? You're right. You should grow 3 times bigger and hold up a mirror. That'll be very useful.
Dude, I was so useful there. What do you mean?
You know what? It is just sundown. If you grow 3 times your height and hold a mirror, you might be able to reflect the last rays of the sun. Bulb.
I don't think we have a mirror.
Brilliant
this time,
idea.
though.
One small ingredient missing: a massive mirror.
Yeah. Too bad we didn't keep that one.
Oh, use the water.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
just
the-
angle the
yeah,
water flat
put-
up
yeah,
sideways.
Actually,
Yeah,
put like
yeah,
a puddle right
literally.
here.
You could do
I
that.
have shaped water.
Yeah, could put it right here and then just have it
Ooh.
bounce
Yeah, but
off.
you
Shaping
can't
water,
shape
yes.
water.
Make sure that the demon you summon from doing that appears in the middle of the vampires.
It's a cantrip. I don't
can't
think
shape
he said
water, Kurt.
cantrips are level 0, so if it summoned
Yeah.
anything, it'd be a devil, like a little fish or
It
something.
would be
But
a
you
wisp
can't
of
shape
wisp of
water 'cause-
evil smoke, maybe an imp
Yeah.
if depending on the on the roll of the dice. But
Very weak imp.
yeah, yes,
Can you shape water while you're being a furry?
I can't though.
If you guys
I
really want me to
also
use
I
the
also
water,
no, I
will.
genuinely don't believe this plan will work, is why I'm
Okay.
not participating.
Okay. I was like, I'm
Now
full
I'm sure
on
if I
ready
don't
to do it if
participate,
people
Trig will
want
tell
it.
us later it will work. It would have worked.
Yeah.
Alright, so after I've shot Shane, I'm going to shout out, "Hey Shane, not the first time you've been penetrated by another man, is it?" And just to
It's
see if
just
that's
mockery,
successfully
1d6.
Try and get
towards him.
aggro. Yeah, try and get
Bring back,
aggro.
Absolutely.
bring back childhood trauma.
Yeah, get him so mad he goes towards us in rage. Like,
Yeah,
get him aggroed.
Dude, that's the whole point. That's how we save the chicken. By the way,
Yeah.
we're fighting for chicken, just so you know.
I know, man. I'm not
And
even
we're relying-
addicted to it. A lot of you guys are.
We're fighting for chicken, and we're depending on a technician's teen angst.
hmm
We are. I'm done with my turn. I think
Right,
I can track Shane.
it is
But am I?
Shane's turn, and Shane's little squad are well, he's just been hit in the arm by an arrow, and he's rather pissed about that, to be honest.
I bet.
Probably hurts.
Yeah, it probably does. So he's have a look how far away he is.
We should have just told the Reverend that it was at a different mountain. That would have been so fucking funny.
Yeah.
You
It's
had
a
all
shame
of these
someone was
options.
charmed. Well, what
So
can you do when
I
your
think-
party member's charmed and just says it all?
Yeah.
You need to
we
rewatch
did
it.
reveal some of it, but
Yeah.
Kiki did say the location.
No,
I
no, no.
think.
Kiki said the names of them and the locations. We did.
Remember, they all have names and addresses.
Has anyone else noticed that all the people that seem to be running this seem to come from the same group?
Whoa.
Ooh,
They're
ooh,
all vampires.
ooh.
Let's not
Fucking
They-
Romanians.
let's not
Are
be
they all
noticing
uncut?
too many things around here at the moment.
They just all happen to be uncut as well, for whatever reason.
Why do you all have such funny names?
Right,
I have a weird thing for self-mutilation.
Shane's gun. Can't reach you.
Darn Nimrods.
Indeed, indeed.
Nice reference. Yes. Shane's gun can't reach you. He knows he can't reach you, but he fires it anyway. Notice that the shot would have been dead on, but for some reason the bullet just does not get to you.
Do we see where it stops?
There is essentially it. How to describe? Roll me a perception, everyone.
Oh, okay. Ah, fucking perception. Why is it always perception?
It,
Okay.
Oh,
is this perception based on hearing by any chance?
No, it is based on
Or smell?
it's- it's
Can I
visual.
hear or smell it as a wolf?
You can't hear or smell it. It is definitely a visual effect.
All right, then I will stick
Can
with
you
that.
smell the distance
am I
of a
the
bullet?
only one that sees it? Oh, never
No,
mind.
no,
I definitely do.
you definitely do.
Oh, there you go.
And Archers, what you notice is that from the flash from the gun, there seems to be almost what you describe, what we would in modern day describe a tracer effect from the round. There seems to be a burning light that is projected down the path of where the bullet goes, but it seems to stop Just short of Maximus.
So like this.
Yes, essentially.
Okay.
Seems like you shot your load a bit too early there, Shane.
But in the process, he is annoyed about the whole thing, that he can't hit you, that you are out of range for him at the present moment, and he sticks to his mission. And moves him and his party further down the street. Archie, it is your turn with your menagerie as well. Yes, you there, dude? Cool.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted.
Good,
Right.
good. As it should.
Right.
It's your turn. What are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
I'm just looking up the range on something.
Mhm.
Okay. How far away is Shane from me?
Let me see where. Yeah.
Very far.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I can do anything to Shane. He is too fast and too far away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could you move?
Can certainly move. You could sprint.
Less. Let me check the range on this. No, that doesn't help either. Okay.
Imagine
I will. If I use the catapult spell with a stake, will it have the wooden property of said stake?
Are you firing a wooden item?
Yeah, as in like a wooden dagger stake, whatever we're calling it.
Yeah. It is wooden. If it hits, it will do wooden damage. Yes.
Great. I shall move. This barricade is like, what was it?
You
Double
can
move.
you can move around it, but yes, it's difficult terrain, so double movement over that particular square. So
Alright,
treat
which
one
means that.
square to be 10 foot instead of 5.
Oh, this is 10 foot.
treat it as double because
Yeah.
it's rough terrain.
Yeah, it's rough
All right,
terrain for
yeah.
that for the
All right,
one square that
and
you're moving across it.
how tall is the barricade? Can I see over it?
You can see over it. Yeah, it's about waist height. You can jump over it, but it's going to, as I said, it's difficult to.
Okay.
Coat is
I
actually
will.
standing by an opening. So you can move through that gap, no problem at all, Coat.
I'm going to do this at the at this target here.
Okay.
And I am firing a wooden stake.
Yes. How many wooden stakes do you, or wooden knives do you have?
I think I grabbed 2 or 3 at the end of last session.
Is it
So it's
2 or
been a
3?
while.
Just
I can only fire 1, so I'm
yep.
down 1
You
now.
are down by 1, and that has done. When was it? This one here? Was it?
This one here.
That one there.
All right, and I will double move Medes, so that gives him. I can get him all the way to the south of the map. Great.
Yep.
Oh, that's not how I move him. So he's down here. You can see him, yep?
Yes.
Great. I just need to look up what Sparky's move is again. Right, he's got the same move as me. Perfect. I'm going to move him over here, and I'm going to have him taser bite this guy.
Identifies as a steak.
He finally saw it now.
Okay, yep, sure. Roll the attack. Doesn't make it. He gnashes into thin air essentially. Vampire's just too quick. He moves to the side.
Okay. That's, I think, everything I can do this turn.
Okay.
Where did Fluffy go on the turn order?
Don't know. He was right. Where is he? Where is he on the map?
Where is Fluffy?
He's here.
He's
Hang
where?
on, why can't I ping? Hang on, I'm in ruler mode, so it won't ping. Here.
No, he's not.
No, I'm not seeing him.
He's literally there, I see him.
Now he
Okay,
is.
now he's there. Okay, click on him and roll him on his turn order. I don't think you actually.
I did, he got like a 4.
Okay, let me have a look. Let me just double check that. And we'll.
So I was ready for him to come up at the end of the turn, and I was like, hang on, he's not on the list.
My
Well,
Discord.
if he's not on the list, he ain't getting in.
It's true.
Yeah, 4.14.
$4.14.
Yep.
Okay, he is literally going to have to wait until the townsfolk go. Oh, that's okay. They're dead anyway. So Fluffy, take Fluffy's turn.
Is that done?
Yes, as is taken his.
Okay, brilliant. Well, vampires, as far as I'm aware, they burn, right?
Vampires are
Pursuing hell?
somewhat renowned for being set on fire and things like that. Yes.
And Shane over here is planning on using some kind of incendiary to burn down the
Yes, quite rightly recognised. He may well
Which-
have some incendiary devices on him.
presumably they'd be on his person if he wanted to use them.
That
So
is a
what would
possibility.
happen if he was carrying those incendiary devices and he was hit with a hellball?
There's only one way to find out, really, isn't there?
Yes.
Show us the
Exploding
demon.
bodies. Yes.
Kiki, are you
Oh,
about
wait,
to
does it
explode
happen
the whole
if the
town?
demon casts the magic?
What?
If a demon casts a spell, does that create a demon? Or is it just humans?
No. The Fluffy has been perfectly capable of using this without a problem. It is just humans.
Okay.
I think it's certain spells. Like he mentioned it last
It's
session.
yeah. It also no. Fluffy is able to. Hellspawn sort of creatures like Fluffy are able to.
It's more
I
like,
think-
you know, if you summon a massive forest.
Die,
Yeah, I think
die.
the
something
law-
like that.
You are actually able to cast spells without you don't have any, of course, but
Yeah.
but you as a demon.
Because I imbued. Yeah. Because I have the wing hop as well.
We
Yeah, I think
discussed
the
it.
laws you gave us.
Kiki, you remember when we said that that these were classified as fiends for Uzalu's question earlier? I'd like you to read the first line on that particular pursuing Hellbreath.
I understand that they are not classified as fiends, that they are classified as fiends, but
But-
are the items in their inventories?
It has to be shot at a creature.
It can't target vampires.
It can't target vampires with that, no.
Not even
Not
with a bit of help
as
from my hunter's mark.
not as we've already dictated that it was a fiend.
In that case, I see no actual method that we can stop him from.
You can get there in your next turn, yeah.
The closest Fluffy can get is, let's see, here, and he would not be able to then make an attack, and then they'd be gone next turn.
How far can you get in your next turn?
About the same as where Fluffy is.
Yeah, I figured we probably wouldn't be able to catch up with them if they can move.
They're only
30.
moving. They're only moving 30 per turn at this.
Yeah, but that's all we can do as well.
No,
and
that's
we're already
not
far
true.
back.
That,
Or
so
at least
there-
I can.
No,
for
no,
me,
Di,
personally.
you can move 60 if you do nothing but move.
you've got sprints.
Yeah, they started right near the end of the map though.
They've started in the middle of the map.
So that nothing that Fluffy's got, which is fire, will actually be able to get them then if they're fiends. That's really.
I have an idea.
Let's hear it.
Shoot at Medes, and Medes flies into them.
Ooh.
I mean, it's
That
not a
works.
terrible idea.
Kamikaze.
Can you
meaties.
So
target
We have
it's
been
my
talking
s-
about this before.
it's
The
my
drone
second-
meaties.
Is my second brilliant battle strategy of the game.
Yes.
This is actually legit a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I would kind of consider it, an extension of the previous one. We're sending the fast small thing in.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I will completely allow you to shoot a fireball at Medes after Medes has flown down into the middle of that group. Yes.
How fast does your Seeking Fireball move?
I will allow it to cover that range in one turn. It's pretty rapid moving.
It's got a 6-mile range.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how fast does it move a turn, I mean?
He said he'll allow it for the one turn.
Yeah.
So
Ah,
it's
okay.
just- yeah.
Right, okay, fine. Compendium, journal. Let's have a look. I'm just double checking Fluffy's move. I think it's 45. No, it's 50. Okay. Fluffy is going to move 100. He's going to double move all the way up to Shane.
Excellent. Shane now has to move out of his reach, and remember, Fluffy has legendary actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not as I did kind of work this out to be a doable fight. Just because Plan A doesn't work doesn't mean not doable.
Mm.
But
What are you talking about? We literally conducted ourselves perfectly here,
as
except for
for
telling him the right mountain.
as for standing there at the barricade shooting, that's you're going to need to move faster than that.
We have, however, just ejected Fluffy out of the
I mean, I
capsule
moved
penis like a
25,
great flaming gallstone.
Yeah, I did move 25. I thought going over the barrier would just be. I'd only be here.
Di, you're the tank.
Yeah, no, but the
Anyone
thing
can
is,
take a hit.
but I know I would have been here.
Yeah.
It's.
Huh.
I thought better to wait for my next turn to move in, as opposed to just standing here and then all of these attack me.
That is your prerogative.
Hey, I just realised, is one of the Rough's army Herald?
There's
Coatrack,
look, just because I've recycled a few sprites, and no, it's not exactly the same. It's different.
not exactly. It's
He's got to change of
Before-
clothes.
he's
Before
darker.
you lose your computer trick, it's Baranardulac.
Sorry, what? On my turn?
Yeah.
Yes, it is Arjunak's turn. Yes. Going to... Okay. Coatrack is going to land there. He is going to force this character to make a DC-18 Wisdom save. It completely fails. And that will essentially move place with a townsfolk. Because he is now a friend of the Baron. And then he's going to fire a heavy cross. Into Shane, knocking him whiffy. So to remember, that town's first particular has a anti-vampire rifle on him. Okay, it is Coat's turn. Coat,
Cool.
you are a big dog.
Yes, indeed. And let me do some measurementy whatever. Could I just sprint to where I'm pointing?
I think you can. You will incur an attack of opportunity from two of them. But yeah, you can.
What about now?
You're definitely going to incur one. No, you're still going to incur two attacks of opportunity as you're passing.
Really?
You're passing
Who's
through
ranged?
that guy.
Oh, no, I
and,
don't see.
And that guy.
Wait, sorry, which guy? I didn't see the.
This
Oh, sorry. I was scrolled down. I couldn't even see that.
Yeah, you've got two vampires you're moving straight through.
Yeah. Huh. Let's see here.
I mean, probably do it.
Nah, don't like that idea. Let's see. It just seems suicidal to do that.
Yeah,
So
'cause
instead,
you don't
I
want to
will.
get bit.
Instead, I will just go straight for. Well, actually, I can still do some degree of motion, but
Yep, that is a shed you can move through. The roof on four pillars.
looks like. You know what? Actually, okay. I know it's kind of convoluted, but anyway, I'm going around to attack from that side of the person.
Okay.
But anyway, so that was a
Okay.
vaguely convoluted. But anyway, I'm going around behind, and I know that that's not relevant. I just want to be there. Anyway, and I will attempt a. Oh yeah, what are the attacks? Sorry, haven't.
For a dire wolf.
Bite. There it is. Yep. Okay, I will attempt a bite. I guess that's just a +5 to the roll. Yeah.
Yep.
It's 18 hit.
18 does hit.
Okay. Oh, whoops. I forgot a space in my last.
Yep. your damage.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, I did roll it, but I didn't leave the space. So there you go. 8.
Are you just biting, or are you going to stay attached and do the whole...
If the target is a creature, it must succeed a DC 13 Strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Ah, good point. Fails, you knock him prone. Nice.
All right, that'll actually do it for my turn this time.
Well done, well done.
At the end of Coat's turn, I'm going to drop a claw on Shane.
Nice, that will do it.
I meant to do one on Argilax, but I missed my timing.
Yeah, that's fine. Jane is taking some hits and bleeding quite badly. He is not fresh blood, and yeah.
Right, so I'm up, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I have a question
Sure.
as for what you will allow me to do in this rule set before I make this move.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll state my full intentions, right? I intend to run as far as I can, 45 over here, right?
It's a standard move, not sprint. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then throw a flask of oil with one of my attacks
Okay.
onto Shane and these two Reverend Army folk here.
Yep.
And then light and throw a torch as my second action and bonus action. Will you allow that?
I will allow that. Those are fairly mundane things. Of lit many torches and throwing a small bottle of oil, not a problem. I will ask you to throw for you. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
Right, oil flask. Do you want just a straight ranged attack?
Straight ranged attack. On which one are you throwing it onto? Straight onto Shane or onto the guy in front of him?
I'm gonna go for this guy with the aim of splashing all three.
Sure.
So let's do a straight. What have I got? I've got a dart. That's a ranged attack.
Yep, that'll do. That'll hit.
Brilliant.
You shatter
And,
oil all over him. They are covered in oil.
Torch. Same again.
Same again. It actually doesn't hit the guy directly, so he takes no bludgeoning damage from the torch. It does, however, pretty much land at his feet. That area is now on fire.
Well done.
Will that ignite their incendiaries? Is the thing?
Mm-hmm.
And just for laughs, Fluffy's gonna stick one of these on him. Probably misses.
13 misses.
I don't know what you want to do about fire damage and their equipment.
I am just looking up fire damage now. It's not major. But there is...
This is an area where remember I did fire damage against Jason, and
Yeah.
I thought that was way too low. It's against vampires here. I think there's 2 reasons to increase the damage from the default.
But the issue is essentially, are they going to be able to put the fire out? And you know, I've been covered. I've had oil on me, and in fact petrol on me, and it been set on fire, and it doesn't immediately start. It doesn't incinerate you on the spot. There is a certain amount of flailing around and wrapping a towel over the burning area that you can do before you take any real damage. So I appreciate.
When the hair and clothes are on fire as well, though.
Trust me, I've a whole arm on fire, and it no damage at all, not even the hairs.
I know, but I've also seen people that have thrown oil on themselves and then been burned alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about if you throw that oil over yourself and catch fire, and your bags are full of improvised
This is what
incendiary
this is
explosives.
what I'm getting at. Is that there are chances on all of these things. I'm just going to apply these. Give me a second. On hit, target's covered in oil. Any fire damage. Hit 5. This is compendium. Oil comes in a clay flask and holds 1 pint. As an action, you can splash oil into an area within 5 feet or up to 20 feet. Throw, shattering it on impact. We've done that. If the target takes any fire damage before the oil dries, i.e. after a minute, the target takes an additional fire damage from burning oil, and that is for 2 rounds, and deals 5 damage to any creature in the area surrounding it. So they're all going to take 5 fire damage per turn for the next 2 rounds. Now, whilst you say that's not a big deal, it's actually, Shane is in trouble anyway. At this point, he has been hit a number of times, and they're taking full damage from fire, not half damage on wooden weapons.
They're explosives. They're fire bombs, Trig.
I am aware.
I'm excited.
I wanna see vampires explode.
I'm going to say there's a 10% chance per round that he is on fire of the incendiaries catching fire, as they are, as you rightly pointed out, in a bag. So if he critically fails this roll of a D10, which he has done,
Rolls a 1. Yes.
Shane has taken
Bruh.
damage.
Mars is with us.
He
Yes.
is. He is.
No, hold
Dude,
on a
everyone
second.
wants to see them explode.
That is quite the crescendo. The only question is Kiki going to once again kill herself?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if they do explode, how big of
Hello.
an explosion, and is the Kiki too close?
Hopefully.
Thank you once again for speaking your mind correct.
Code, he rolled a 1.
Yep, Kiki,
it was
Fluffy,
great.
and
Glorious.
the 2 of Rev's army are all going to take 5d6 damage. Please roll your damage.
Wait, rolled a 1 on what?
Shane rolled a 1.
Shane rolled a 1. The incendiaries that were
Oh, that's why.
5d6. So you take 24 damage from that, and you are on fire. Please roll it for Fluffy.
Fluffy's immune.
He is immune to fire, you're right. Fluffy is completely engulfed in fire, and you hear what seems to be a laugh from the slightly dastardly dog you have there.
Yeah, I was
Why
gonna
has
say.
Fluffy got asthma?
Did you not watch Dick Dastardly and
Ignore him.
Nutley?
Ignore him.
Seriously?
Yeah, just ignore it. It's fine.
Yeah. Pretty wise.
Pretend that was never said.
Yeah, Fluffy is having a great time. Oh,
I have adjusted my hit points. My token is just not changing its bars.
I know
Okay.
it's changed on my end.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna refresh.
Isn't roll 20 great?
2 1s.
as the flash subsides, amongst the flames, you see that Shane is still standing.
But he doesn't have any firebombs anymore.
He is a firebomb at this point. He is on fire.
Speaking of the flash subsiding, Artia, while we're here on the back lines together,
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, what?
finally get a chance to play your character as intended.
Right. Yeah, well done. You have successfully reduced Shane's ability to do an incendiary attack in the area. He is, however, somewhat pissed off now, to say
I
the
bet.
least, and somewhat on fire. It is the town leader's turn. Bring up their stat sheet. Once again, managed to close down the thing. And there is only one Rev's army that's left standing there. So he is going to do his hits.
Jesus.
Oh my god, I only take half that fire damage. I'm wearing a fire-resistant coat.
You are quite right.
Ooh.
And here
Ooh.
I am, not even wearing a shirt.
Oh no, you're rather hirsute at the present moment.
Well, my character's not wearing a shirt either.
Right. Yep. Once more, another member of Reverend's army is annihilated by these two town lead characters over there, as they just shrew. Well, the other final town leader character moves forwards behind the barricade and takes his 2 heavy crossbow shots. Misses with the first, actually finally fucking hits the second, and does a whole 4 damage. He has a +3 crossbow and he does 4 fucking damage. Dear
Roll the
fucking
one again.
god.
Mars could not be more with us.
No, he's on your side. This guy was on your
Aw.
side. Yeah.
Oh,
he-
rip.
Mars,
No, I thought
bruh,
he
you
was saying that
fucked up.
sarcastically.
You know, he was with us for that one roll, and then
Yep.
he's like, bye.
yeah.
Peace, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Lol,
I've did all I can.
lol, you've had your thing now. It's
Here's your child support. Tell your mom I don't see her till next month.
yeah, it is Atia, it is your turn.
And before, when
okay.
on his turn, as he finishes, I'm going to see if I can
Oh.
finish off Shane.
That does not.
Can Shane see Fluffy? I thought we established he couldn't.
Can. We
Okay.
established quite early on that the vampires can see Fluffy.
Yeah, you said that not all of them could, and that Fluffy, and that
Oh.
Shane was actually talking about someone else when we indicated Fluffy after he talked about a dog.
He's been somewhat bathed in fire and it's just attacked him. Even if he wasn't able to see him, he's very aware that it is there now.
No, but being invisible grants him advantage.
Not this bunch of fire on him.
No, he's the one the ones Shane's covered in fire.
They're all covered in fire, just Fluffy doesn't take any damage from it. It's literally a Molotov cocktail, or actually several went off. Everything in that area is covered in burning material. Like, it's like having the burning stat but not taking any damage from it. You're still burning.
So what? Did you just
Technically,
see
it'd be more like a
flames?
stats effect than a stat tree. Yeah.
just kill yourself and anybody else like that. Anyone that says "actually" to me will get the bullet at this point.
Yes, but I said it in a sarcastic voice, so
Trig,
hmm
if characters are knocked prone, can you run by them without getting
yeah,
like
they are
opportunity attacked?
not able to have opportunity attack you.
Okay. So how much can my character sprint? I have 30 speed.
Then you can sprint 60. You won't be able to do any
60.
movements.
Okay, so it's just yeah.
It's double.
Okay. That's the case.
We'll still get an opportunity attack from that one guy if you.
So would I have to go here? Like
You
walk
would
here?
you
and
would
then
have
down?
to go. Hold on. There's a go there, and then across, and then that way.
Could I use my wing hop to go by?
That gives you 10 feet of movement, doesn't it?
And it also hold on. Let me just.
Yes, I mean, it's more designed for getting out of an attack.
No, but it doesn't.
But yes, it's
do-
a rapid movement for 10 foot.
Yeah, you can use wing hop, battlefield as a bonus. This movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks
That's right.
as well. Yeah, so.
So you can do that and move 70 without an opportunity attack, essentially.
No,
Yes.
you don't really
Okay.
have to worry about catching up to Shane because it's my turn before it's his, and I've got 2 shots.
Shane is in a world of shit at this point.
But what about the other? But there's the other two.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean, they
2
don't
more.
have the explosives, right? Anymore.
The present moment, the explosives that Shane was carrying on him, or the firebombs that he was carrying on him, are pretty much used.
The
They've
other
been
2
used
haven't.
on Shane exclusively.
The other 2 are on fire, and they still have a mission to do. You'd still want to stop them. Just because I don't have a Molotov cocktail doesn't. If I'm on fire, doesn't mean I'm not going to be able to set fire to your shit. It might take a
Yeah.
little longer.
might even be conducive.
So I could go 70 basically. So
You could
'cause
go 70 and then
I
action surge and still shoot them.
yeah, I could, couldn't I? So I could go here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll use the wing hop to not get the opportunity attack
I will
thing.
grant that. Yes.
So, and then what was it? Action surge. Or you can.
Now here's the question, Trig. Will they take their fire damage at the start or end of their turn?
I think it's lots of that.
Okay, so can I shoot twice with this then,
No, you
or just once?
once I
Yeah.
think.
No, twice. If you action surge, you get a full extra standard action, which you can use to attack.
Oh
And a
god,
bonus
yeah,
action.
you're right. No, yes, you're right
Yeah.
with your character. Yes, because you're not using a bonus action to attack your second time, are you? You will have 2 actions, 2 attacks per round.
And I am able to use the pistol from this range as well.
At that
right?
range, you can use the pistol. Sure.
But the bow does wood damage, Day.
True. Yes. The
Bow does
yeah,
double
yeah.
damage. The pistols do half damage. So yeah.
Yeah. So it's just best to do this then.
hmm
Well.
That misses.
I tried.
Yep, twice.
I tried, lads.
Do any of them miss so bad that they hit me?
No. I didn't roll that badly.
Can I catch any of them that I can see are missing because they're dreadfully aimed and throw them?
No, you do not have eyes in the back of your head. You cannot see them being fired. You're only aware of Atia's presence because you hear the lumbering sound of large metally clad objects trucking up behind you, and
I'm
then
not known for stuff.
and then swooshing sound as two wooden sticks go whizzing past your ear, and then cursing in Infernal.
Since we're going for absolute bullshit here, what if I howl and she uses the echolocation from my howl to identify where the bullets are?
Yes.
Again, even more bullshit.
I'm gonna use
It is Atia's
This
turn.
symbol
You've
for
had
on
your
fire.
turn.
Yes, I can't really do anything else at this point.
Right. Rev's army gets a go. And Cecilia, you were talking about catching bullets. You're going to get the opportunity.
Oh, fantastic.
Where are they? The on fire and patting themselves out soldiers of Shane turn round to you and level their muskets and fire at you.
Brilliant.
Twice each.
Fantastic.
Yikes.
My AC is currently 22.
Oh, well.
Does anti-vamp damage touch me?
Anti-vamp damage does not touch you. That one
Second
misses.
one doesn't hit.
That one
Misses.
misses.
And that one
And that one
misses.
misses. Okay.
Are you
The one
are you
I
going
am-
to do what I think you're going to do?
I would like to. Are you going to allow me to, or are you going to say that it disintegrates?
Are you going? No, right. They have. I said this to you before when you asked. They
Yep.
have a set range. Yeah. At the present moment, they are well within range. And if you were to turn around and throw them back, you will have to see whether they will still be in range. I'm not going to let you second guess that with knowledge that you don't have. But
Right. I am blocking it with that much damage.
okay, that certainly blocks it.
Okay. I'm gonna throw it back in his face.
And unfortunately, with 11, that doesn't hit him. But he is rather surprised to see
close.
one of his wooden bullets flying back at him. Unfortunately, it just didn't have the strength. You need to work on those arm muscles.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Mm.
You will notice that your hand is rather hot from catching the projectile, and have splinters. They are-
It's
Pretty
Probably
poorly made
also-
bullet. Unless it's like a hollow point wooden bullet.
it's probably also rather hot from, being on fire.
Being on fire because of all of the gunpowder, etc., and the
Have
force
these
that's
guys
happened.
taken no damage for being on fire, by the way?
Take a whole 5 damage each.
Hey, it counts.
Well, 10 for both, right? Like both turns.
They've taken the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what? Just to save all of the shittery. No, we'll wait till Shane's turn.
Have
Right.
you factored in the Coriolis effect?
It is not at that range. You don't. It's Maximus's turn. Fucking Coriolis effect. What are you shooting from a mile and a half away? Plus.
Rods from Mars.
Like to call in an airstrike god? Oh, wait, and I actually had a character who basically did that in the Warhammer one. Because he used
So,
the twin-tailed comet.
So, whilst their shots were not long ranged enough to need to bother with the Coriolis effect, mine might be.
The Earth is not going to move that much. You
So
need to...
are you saying the Earth's flat?
No, I'm not saying the
110
Earth is
feet.
flat.
110 feet is easily enough, Trig. It'll move so far in that.
Well, yeah,
time.
your thing is 150.
Yes,
Right.
it is going to be travelling that distance in a few seconds. It's
All right.
it
Under
might
the mark, yes.
it might move an inch.
Well, that could throw off
Well, now
anything in the heart.
Well, I mean, you might as well give us a mile now that you've given us an inch.
No,
All right, ready?
In the case of Fluffy, I want 6.
that
Does
hits.
29 hit?
29 does hit.
Damn.
No.
Shane is hit.
Fucking obliterated.
now.
Yep, he is down. For the he had 17 health. You've done 16, but and plus poison damage, but it's double damage on the 16. The poison doesn't count because you can't poison a vampire. But 32 definitely takes off 17 hit points from him. So
I will also. I love how there's a bunch of them that are nearby to us that are just. They have no idea that their entire forces behind them are being decimated.
no, they don't at this point in time.
All right. Well, I'm going to. I'm at Artia and Cecilia. I think I should target them that are near you because there's still a chance they could do something.
Yeah. Just get their
so
health
I
down
will.
if you can.
Yeah. All right. I'll
And
do
then
that.
you focus on the
though
ones
there's
closer to you.
yeah, there are some dudes here, but I'm not the only one here. Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm the only one contributing. So yeah. Anyway.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all right. Hunter's Mark. Slayer's Prey, no, and no. Sharpshooter, also no. And Favored Foe, yes. I'll shoot the one to the right because it looks like you have slightly lower health. All right.
Sorry, who's this one on?
On the one to the right, just below Shane's burning remains.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that lands. That does nice.
All right, Shane's turn. He's going to simmer. All right, Archie's turn. You know what? Actually, reverse that. My turn. I could put Hunter's Mark on one of them actually, but we're probably going to kill them, aren't we? And I would be out of spell slots if I did that.
Yeah, no, it's probably best
I'll
to
leave
leave
it.
Have you not already used your Hunter's Mark? Can you not move it for free?
Oh yeah. Let me read that. Hold on. I'll put it in chat here. This is just to show you.
Place you within a range.
Yes, I can. In that case, I could have moved it before I did the hit, which would have increased my damage. But whatever. I'll move it to the one with higher health then.
Okay.
I'll move my Hunter's Mark to the one on the left. And that is my turn.
Awesome. As you said, it's Shane's turn. His body seems to disappear
They
into a
didn't
puff
stake
of
him.
smoke.
He's going to be zooping back to a coffin or something, isn't he?
Exactly.
You didn't. He was shot, right? He didn't get a. He wasn't a stake through the heart.
It was subsequent damage from fire and arrows. There was not a stake in the heart.
I figured when you didn't put an X on his body.
Yeah, if you'd stuck him with a crit 20, these guys that are being taken out by town leaders, by vampires, yeah, they know how to finish off a vampire.
Does the knockdown effect not mean he skips his turn? Unless someone uses Helping Hand.
Looking at the way it's written here, it doesn't say. It just basically says that when they die, they have a nasty habit of turning into a puff of smoke and fucking off. Either way, whether it happens this turn or next turn, you don't know it's going to happen until it happens next turn anyway. I'm introducing the effect to you at this point in time.
You say that, but I was going to go in there and stab him regardless.
Yeah, same.
You don't have.
I have the wooden stake.
Same.
It's difficult for you
that-
to say that at this point in time.
No, I know,
With-
which is
um,
annoying because
yes,
I was going to.
That's too bad. It's his turn. He's turned into smoke.
Has he moved out of range of Fluffy, Wild Smoke?
It's difficult to tell. There's an awful lot of smoke there already, as the whole area is kind of
Well,
fire.
yeah, but he's moved out of the range, so he gets an opportunity attack, right?
No,
With magical weapons.
no.
Oh,
Hmm.
boo.
Hmm.
It's Archie's turn. Ez, what are you going to do, mate?
I will move forward and I will shoot another stake at one of the bad guys.
Okay, is that your last stake that you've got there?
I've got 2.
Got
Well, I
two.
had 3. I have 2 now.
Okay.
Okay. Does that hit the same one as last time?
You're on the same one as last time.
This one.
Which one? That one. Ooh, they dodge it this time.
Let me just check if that means they take no damage or half damage.
I also forgot to take the Rev's army the rest of their turn on the last go.
Do you want me to
Remember,
pause my turn
if
while
you
you do
remember,
that?
Kiki took 2 shots and nobody else took any other shots. I'm
Do
going
you
to-
want to do their turn now and I'll finish my turn afterwards?
I would like you to finish your turn, and then they'll take their turn.
Okay. Sparky is going to try and bite this guy.
9 does not hit.
No, it does not. All right, and then suppose we'll have Meaty swoop down and attack this guy here.
Okay.
Meaty's attack is 15 a hit.
Takes 8 damage.
All right, that's I think everything I can do.
Okay, they're going to take the rest of their turn. And they are going to use their muskets. One is going to shoot at the town leader. This is the first time. And one I think he hits. Doing check that. Error AC. Yep, that hits. Second one is going to shoot his musket twice at nearest one to him is going to be Archie. It's 15 hit.
15 does not hit.
Does 18 hit?
Nope.
Okay, you take no damage from that.
Wow.
The third
Wait.
one.
The Reverend's army's attacking after Archie.
Oh God. Yes, they missed their turn. Because of the arguments. Yes, there's a big chunk of them
We
up
did
here
it.
that didn't have their turn. I just covered that 5 minutes ago. This is what happens if you don't pay attention. Does
I'm sorry, what
12?
happens if you don't pay attention?
I shoot you dead. Does 12 hit Sparky?
1 sec. I need to check. He has AC 13.
Does 23 hit Sparky?
Yes, that very much does.
He takes 7 damage.
He's not looking too good, but he's still alive.
And the last one, fuck it, shoots at Uzalu. Does 14 hit, so that doesn't hit.
My goodness, someone's actually targeted me.
Yeah,
No, I have 17 armor.
so that one doesn't hit either. Okay. Congratulations. It is now townsfolk's turn, and then Fluffy's turn. So Fluffy's turn.
Right. Fluffy is going to come round to here.
Where? Okay.
And does Medes provide him advantage on his attacks because it's a cross for this guy?
For that guy, I will allow it for that guy. Yes.
Brilliant. In that case, let's do a multi-attack. That advantage really helped, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what you'd have done without it. And that puts him down. Yep, that has put him out of that fight. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think you can do anything else.
Okay, it is Argilac's turn. He's going to jump down here. And again, force a wisdom saving throw. It's this one. And he becomes a friendly. Dracula tier charm is quite powerful. The guy next to him, on the other hand, isn't so lucky. In that he gets hit by a wooden stake twice. Doing quite literally what the fuck tier damage, and is immediately pulverized into a ball of fire as it goes through his heart.
Jesus.
Like one of those sort of scenes in Fright Night, shoves the stake straight through his heart. The guy just goes, ah! Fire. Dead. There we go. And he kind of calls out at this point, and is just brothers, there is no need for us to fight. Your leaders have been slain, and you will follow. Or we can live here in peace. Choice is yours. And he... force a further wisdom saving throw in these two guys around him. Okay, these guys are up here. Drop their weapons and cower on the ground. The only remaining combatants, if you will, are the ones down by you, Kiki, with Fluffy and so on. They are too busy being on fire, and in fact, there's only one of those.
I was going to say, Argulax just finished explaining how they should stand down and they'll be let live and all that jazz, right?
Yes.
But that's the end of its turn, yeah?
Yes, that is the end of his turn.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that hits. Go!
Indeed.
It's your turn. What would you do?
Yeah. Sorry, which one of the... Oh, so it's the guys down here that are hostile, right? By
Yeah,
Fluffy?
the guys down by Fluffy. The guy singular at this point.
Oh, the other one's out of health, isn't he?
The other one's out of health. Yes, he might vanish. He might not. Who can tell? Ooh.
So it's literally just this guy that's the problem.
Just literally that guy and these. It's going to be literally a matter of him being aware of what's happened and whether he's going to continue fighting.
Well, I'm just going to move this far and ready an attack if he gets in range.
Fair enough.
That's it.
It is Kiki's turn.
Right. I am going to move up into this fire. I'm going to take my 5 fire damage at the start of my turn.
Isn't that gone?
It is. This is the last turn. It's in effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And first, I'm going to stake this corpse.
Okay.
Good decision.
Are you leaving the stake in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you now have how many stakes?
2. I have 1 chair's worth.
Ah, okay. Right, you had 1 chair's worth. Sure.
And does that dust him?
He is dead, yes.
Brilliant. I'm going to go for
in
this
fact,
guy
hold
then.
on a second. Roll me an attack on that, because I want to. I will give you a 50-50 chance on whether or not you've noticed how to actually kill these guys.
You stabbed him in the heart.
You know that because you know that.
No, the fucking vampire told us. That's why he gave us a stake, bro.
I mean, otherwise he just gave us a bunch of sticks for no reason.
You need to calm down, right? And just let us...
Di, you need to calm
You
down.
do.
She yelled calmly.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
I'm not letting that pass.
So I'm gonna take both your sides here. Trick's right. You need to calm down and die. And but I'm pretty sure we didn't just get handed a bunch of sticks with no explanation of why the
Fair
hell we
enough.
were
He
handed
told
sticks.
us.
Fair
I
enough.
mean that's just weird.
Fair
And
enough.
Cecilia is a trained assassin. She knows where the heart is.
Okay. Okay.
On a corpse that's lying on the floor.
Yep. Okay, I'll let you have that. Sure.
So I've got 3 attacks left for this dude.
Sure.
Let's do wooden dagger, bop, bop, bop.
Damn, those are good rolls. Well done.
They are good rolls. 18, 20.
Do I get bonus fire damage for being on fire?
No.
Now you're pushing it.
Now.
It's worth asking.
Okay, that has rendered him to 0.
Can I leave the stake in on the last stab?
Sure.
Brilliant.
The combat is kind of over. As you do that, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
We all do?
No, Kiki does. And you hear the
Oh,
voice,
guys,
voice
feel
of
like a hand on your shoulder?
voice of the Baron going, I had offered them peace. You had no
And if
right.
they
Hear
had
that?
and if they had declined your offer, they would have been down there burning that place down.
He did
and
not
we wouldn't have had
get a
time to react.
chance. I appreciate that. But
Did Kiki just shoot a surrendering?
yes,
He
Opponent.
wasn't surrendering.
he didn't get the chance to. It didn't have a turn.
But if he had had a turn, he would have had the opportunity to just run and burn the place down.
Doesn't matter. The
Shane
commander
also got away.
chain of command is you have negated it. Take it up with Baron if you want to argue it out with him. But he's, in fact, yeah,
Well,
He is-
insubordination is usually punished with death, so I mean,
he is angry with you, Kiki.
Did we even hear that though,
It's-
or was it just to the vampires?
No, he shouted it out from from back
Okay.
over there. It would have been within audible.
It's
Don't you
done
remember
now.
my
They're
detailed
no
battle
longer a
plan,
threat.
Kiki, that I drew out? It involved not shooting surrendering enemies.
What's
But
wrong with
if-
shooting surrendering enemies, man? I
Yeah.
just don't get this.
I mean,
Because
to be fair, in
someday-
this case,
someday it may
weren't
be you
unarmed
surrendering,
scientists.
and they might shoot you. It is
They
No,
rules
in
of war.
D&D, indeed.
It is the
They
rules
Any
of
rule
war.
also
closets around here?
they also weren't surrendering. If you see an armed opponent and you kill them, and the enemy and someone comes up and goes, "But they might have surrendered in the future."
No,
Yeah, it is
Kiki,
kinda-
the difference is that our quote unquote commander in this case shouted out, "We give you an opportunity to stop the fighting and surrender," and you immediately shot
You
them in the face.
yeah, immediately stabbed him.
Yeah, you attacked him literally as he stopped saying. Yeah.
We
like-
had our job,
It,
and
dude,
you
it-
had
in
yours.
the heat of the it was in no.
I
it
have
was in
my-
the heat of the battle.
The Baron is speaking.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't fucking care, man.
Baron hippie.
Yeah, no, Baron Argelac is talking to Kiki. He goes, "You have saved our town. For that, I will honor our agreement, and I give you my thanks. But I do not appreciate you killing people who have offered quarter to. You are no longer welcome in this town. But I will uphold our deal."
Yeah, Kiki, get
The-
out. Anyway,
the-
time for a chicken feast?
The chicken supplies will be maintained. The colonel need not worry about that. But you will get no further help from me. I will not help those who have no honor.
Oh, so all of us get punished for this. Okay,
Yes, I'm
great.
afraid so.
Ugh.
What
No
if
honor.
what if we to prove it to you, we could eject Kiki from the party?
Yeah.
Also, but the thing is, this is a retarded thing for him to do anyway because the oncoming fucking apocalypse is here. So even if he doesn't fight, his whole town's getting fucked if
Yeah.
he doesn't do anything. So he can say that if he wants, but that doesn't change what's going to happen.
He looks at
My
you and he
dear, you
goes,
can't expect him to think. He's hardly human.
"Do you
He's an
realize
NPC.
you don't understand? You don't understand. If this demon is raised, then the humans become the bottom of the food chain, which is where we have always wanted them. I've been trying to live peaceably both with the humans because they will attack us and they are stronger than us.
Hmm.
If this demon is raised, this changes things. As I said, I will.
And as I'm sure you understand, we are here supporting the Colonel. We have offered to help you as well, but we are not your subordinates.
You are
These
in my
people here-
town on my. This is my town. I appreciate you're not our subordinates, but this is my town, and if I wish you to leave, I wish you to leave, and I will let that happen.
I understand, and I will abide by that, but I'm sure you also understand that if these people had, after you'd issued the surrender, simply ran off and burnt the place down anyway,
One
we would
single
be having a different conversation.
One single fledgling vampire was not a problem. I could have handled him myself with simply by touching him on the shoulder and looking him in
Shane
the
did-
eyes.
I will also
Also,
mention. I think
hold
Shane
on.
also got away. I'll just so he's aware.
Weren't
the Baron.
As I will deal with
the-
Shane him myself.
Wasn't the vampire that you killed in attack of opportunity range anyway, Kiki? So he couldn't have just run off.
No, he couldn't have run off.
No, she walked into him.
He was also
Still, yeah.
surrounded. They'd got Fluffy
just-
behind him.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was...
Fluffy. Yeah, Fluffy. Yeah.
And
You're right.
on that basis, now I'm walking over on that basis because one of our party was dishonorable. Granted, on that basis, you will renege on your agreement.
No, I said I would keep my
No, he
agreement.
said he wouldn't.
I'm just
Yes,
asking.
with the
I'm just...
chicken.
Yes.
But what about with helping with the enemy? Wasn't that something we agreed on? Or am I forgetting?
I kind
Yeah,
of
that
thought it
was.
was.
If
Yeah.
Sandy wants to go with you and help you, you will have her, and if she wishes to, will allow her to. That is all I can do. I have a town to read.
Okay. All right. Well.
My town has been destroyed. Our production will be at limited capacity. I will do what I can. I am a man of my word. But I am also deeply disturbed what I just saw. If I can't trust you to follow my orders, I can't allow you in my town. And Telford Quarter, that was withheld from someone who may have wished it. That could have been another person, another member of my community, brought back into the fold.
Look, I agree with you. We
But
basically
didn't
just
he-
let her out of the cage when we need someone poisoned, but usually she poisons herself. So look, I understand. Well, I mean,
But didn't
you
he also
used
kill
animals
the
as well.
villagers? This person did also kill the innocent villagers. Let's not forget that,
He,
right?
Argilak, if you noticed, turned two of them immediately. He did kill.
He did touch one of them, yeah.
He did kill a couple as well. But basically he was out there trying to save lives.
Okay. Well, we weren't going to stay in the town anyway. We were going to head
No.
off back to the Colonel.
What I
so-
will say is you have you've secured the situation. There is no more insurrection. The insurrection has been put down. The town has taken some heavy losses, and as a result, they will not be at full capacity. The colonel will have to suffer a certain reduction in the supply of his chicken, but it will be maintained, and the Baron will uphold his end.
Right.
If
Is
you wish to
there
talk to
any-
Sandy and convince her to come with you, you can have an NPC vampire thought in your team if you can convince her.
I mean,
Eh.
How charming do I feel?
I mean, like, it's, we're saving the world, man. No.
To be
Use
fair, we
that
are
one.
saving the world from a force that would probably benefit her more than
You're saving the
harm
world
her.
for
It
humans.
depends.
You're saving the world for humans. Vampires will benefit largely, unless they are wanting to be friendly to. If
Mm.
if they like the idea.
Well,
of,
they need humans to live, don't
yeah, yeah. The
But
left
they're not planning on exterminating humans. They're planning on putting them at the bottom of the
food
you know.
chain. Yeah.
I mean, some other demons might think differently, though.
No.
What if the ones?
We're
No,
talking about food and breeding stock. They will rape the women and create Nephilim with them, and they will eat them and use them as cattle.
the vast majority of people don't want chickens to go extinct.
Yes.
Which is actually okay. That was aside the point from the chicken in the game. I was using that as a metaphor. Cows. Vast
yeah.
majority of people don't want cows to go extinct.
Point.
There are many that do though
Yes.
as well.
Yeah,
Vast majority, I said. For one thing, the
vegans
entire
and animal
population of
rights
India would disagree.
protesters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vegans seem hell bent on a mass genocide of farm animals, but
Yeah, quite a bit.
I think
I
that's.
said the vast majority of people. Not only are they a minority, they're not people.
I stand corrected. You're correct.
Good.
Right. So, would you like to take your
I think
spoils?
we need a long rest or something.
You guys are what I'm going to basically do now is if you want to loot corpses, etc. I will allow that. There are a number of very shit muskets lying around, and on inspection of the corpses, you will find that the ammunition, the powerful anti-vampire ammunition that was so effective, appears to be soft. Sorry, not softwood. Hardwood.
Wooden bullets.
Hardwood balls, essentially loaded light with gunpowder that are being fired. They're not particularly good quality. They break apart after flying at most 60 feet. And
I could probably make a better version.
This is it. At the end of the day, they're wood. If they'd actually sort of done any damage to you guys, most of the time it would have hit your armor and shattered. These bullets
but
are
for a vampire.
For a vampire, they're very dangerous. Yeah, exactly.
I can't adjust the size of the token, but I am returning to human form.
You're going to return to human form.
Or near human form, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to ask the Baron. I understand the problem that one of our members has caused, but as we are wounded and tired from assisting you, can we at least stay the night?
I will guarantee your safety for the night. Yes.
It is
If it'll help,
appreciated.
we can kick Kiki out of the city. We'll just stay.
I have
She'll
no
be
objection.
outside the gates. We'll be on the other side.
I'm sure. In fact, what I will do is he will bring
If you have a
out.
jail cell, you can throw her in there if you want.
He'll bring out what?
He'll bring out. It's a signal to some of the town elders and a wagon train of 2 wagons will be meeting you at the town's gates. One of those is a sleeper wagon. You can sleep on your way back. I've said what I've said. I am not.
It is appreciated.
I am not someone that goes back on his word, regardless of what I, said. Your assistance was most welcome, and I thank you for that.
Well, not all of us were evil.
Farewell, and for the record, my tribe has more honor than that.
So does mine. We don't really like her.
Yeah.
She does this kind of shit all the time. We actually quite appreciated your hospitality. Best of luck with the town.
I did enjoy the bath. It was quite nice.
We consider this mission a great success. Shut up. And we will.
Oh.
I also understand risk.
When you get into the wagons and head off, one of the wagons is a sealed wagon. is one of the aforementioned wagons of holding.
Is there
The-
chicken in there?
it is full of chicken.
I figured if we didn't come back with chicken, the colonel would be like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I would also like you to all roll me a d20, please.
Just
Okay.
neutral d20.
Just a neutral d20.
Alright.
Oh, damn, Kiki.
Incredible, Kiki.
Damn it.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Is it roll slash or slash roll? I can't remember.
Slash roll.
So,
You can also just do /r
slash
space.
R. Yep.
You can
Oh,
also
okay.
click the little dice in the top left and just click the 20.
The
Yeah,
reason
but that's
there's
boring.
a slash there, Die, is you put it at the beginning of the message to tell the system that this is a command rather than just a message.
Okay. Yeah, no, I always mix it up.
So it's /R space. Yeah. Groovy. I will assign your. that was for your rolling off the loot table. Essentially.
Oh, lol.
so,
Rolls of 1.
so
Highly deserved.
So Trig,
Can we
Archie's not
just say
going
that-
to take any
can
of the loot table because he feels that would be dishonourable.
no, it is.
You rolled 2.
What?
They
That's
are
not
they
what-
are
that's not the
they are
reason.
in the wagon as a gift. He,
Can we
he
just say
recognizes
that,
that you have done him a great service.
But
just-
since she rolled a critical failure, can we just say that Kiki gets literally nothing?
She didn't
Seems
roll a
fair.
critical failure. Yeah, it is. It is literally a matter of different items on the table.
But can we say that she
So
rolled a
she
critical
gets a
failure?
spoon. No, she gets a spoon.
Can we just take whatever she got?
Oh.
No, that's not how it works.
Listen, I guarantee you, we're not gonna want it. It's a
I
one.
just
Big compa-
made sure.
She got us
That doesn't
binge
count.
from a village. I mean, that's like part of, that is
Sure.
part of the world
no.
we are no longer welcome in.
Ez
thanks
also
to
tried to
you.
kill us 3 times. Let's not forget.
What?
There's a few
No, I
people
didn't.
here.
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
you did.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
Yes, you
that was
did. Oh
Trig.
yeah, you had your fucking mask on, right? Yeah.
That was Trig.
Yeah,
So
so,
he was
yeah,
responsible
exactly.
for
So
it,
it
yes.
wasn't his character that was trying to kill us; it was just him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Donate the
No, I
character, hate
made
the
sure.
player.
I made sure that we completed the mission.
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
don't worry,
Kiki.
Ez.
I'm on your side.
Don't worry, Ez. We're not asking to kick your character at the party. We're just asking to kick you at the party.
Okay, right. This is quite amusing. Right. Kiki,
Yeah.
you have a potion of storm giant strength. Drinking it will give you a period of time with ridiculous strength.
How
We're
much?
confiscating it from you and giving it to Die.
Hold on a
Yes.
second. No, you're not. This is.
I
this
know.
is- yeah.
They're only messing. They're only messing.
No, I'm
How much
not.
strength?
Hold on.
I
let
mean,
me-
she did objectively, harm our standing in this world.
Honestly, I have something deep in me against attacking enemies that at least are being offered surrender, especially
what's-
if they do. And
What
we
do you
didn't know.
mean?
We didn't know if they were going to or not. They probably
I
Well,
did
wasn't-
this all the time in
Oh,
Whisper
wasn't
this guy
Space,
al-
and you had
Wasn't
no
this guy already
problems.
seriously
Yes,
wounded?
I did.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
that's not how I
okay.
remember it.
Also, Trig specifically said that enemy was still considered hostile and hadn't heard with all of the fire.
He had. Yeah.
That's
No,
'cause
he
it
hadn't.
hadn't had a turn.
He
yet.
hadn't had a turn. I
That's
did.
like yelling surrender and pulling the trigger.
It is.
Right. Okay. Kiki.
That's what cops do all the time.
Storm giant
Practice.
strength is 29.
Okay.
That's a lot.
That is a
29
lot. A potion of
Do you
storm
meant what
giant
I
strength.
it
Strength.
would be if I
It is.
had
It is
that.
not a permanent attribute. It lasts for a minute.
Well, so
Okay.
it changes your strength attribute to 29. That's pretty good.
For a minute.
That's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good.
Right. The next one is who we got? Archie. Gets a potion of supreme healing.
Ooh. Supreme
What
healing.
does it do?
It heals you for more than the normal
It
one. I
doesn't
imagine.
work with a clockwork
Supremely
being.
heals.
It doesn't work with a
Yeah,
clock.
yes.
That's what I was actually wondering.
That That's
Congrats,
hilarious.
robots. Here's a potion.
Um,
No, if you get like some kind of crazy dagger or something that works off of your dexterity, do you want to swap?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see what I get. And also, Trig might be like, no, you can't swap it. So we'll see.
I don't think he'd stop us from choosing to give things to each other.
nope, not at all. You are perfectly welcome to
Kiki's
trade
choosing
things.
to give. Kiki's choosing to give her stuff to us as
Oh, God.
confiscation for fucking her.
Yeah.
Look,
This is tax.
You
Tax-
got a red card for that.
Taxation is theft, I'm afraid.
if I'd chosen
Well, yeah, but
not
this
to
is just
stab him,
theft.
if I'd chosen not to stab him and gone, okay, I'll give him an opportunity to surrender and do nothing, right? And he'd run over there, blown it up anyway. You'd all be sat there going,
Kiki.
oh well, if Kiki had just stabbed him,
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. But I think we all know very well that we could have arranged something such that you would say, look, if he doesn't surrender, I'll take my turn. If Trig had said no to that, I would have disagreed with him because that
no.
leaves you the option of killing them immediately.
Ez, your potion of supreme healing does 10d4 plus 20.
Ooh,
D4
that's
plus
real
20,
good.
yeah.
It's alright.
Compared to the normal ones we have.
Well, compared to potions, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so you have one of those. Table. Let's make that something a little. Coat and die, you have essentially a +2 to charisma amulet.
Oh.
We both do?
Yes. Look, they both roll basically the same on the table. And if
The table, they were too lazy to give us 20 different results, I see.
So, how do I add that? Do I just put 2 on my charisma?
hold on.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't yell at you.
Right, just put in an amulet, drag it across and add +2 to charisma. It's something you wear around your neck. Whilst you're wearing it, you will add 2 to your charisma. It's more useful for sort of clerics and paladins types. So probably quite useful for you though, Coat, isn't it?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Either way, they're valuable. You can definitely trade them for stuff.
swap if you want, Kate.
What was your thing again?
Oh,
the
Set
potion.
your strength for 29. Yeah.
For like a minute. I already have 19 permanently, so yeah.
It's +5 to attack and damage.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, for like a minute.
10 rounds.
Yeah.
Uzalu. Gloves of missile snaring.
I'm gonna need you to say that again. I missed every single potential word in that sound.
Gloves of missile snaring.
Ah, so not globs of missile-swearing then.
No.
I actually did understand it personally.
Gloves of missile snaring. All right, so if I need to snare any missiles,
It actually, yeah, essentially, when a ranged attack weapon hits you whilst you're wearing them, you, with as a reaction, can reduce the damage by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier, provided that you have a free hand. If you reduce that damage to 0, you can catch that missile if it's small enough for you to hold in your hand. It is. Kiki did half of that today with a bullet. She can actually catch it and then throw it back. This will just allow you to catch incoming arrows and bullets should you be able to reduce their damage sufficiently.
I don't
And
think there's
shoot
any
them
way for
back
me
with
to.
your bow.
Well, as long as he's got one hand free. Now, I know it says a bow is two-handed, but unless you're not actually shooting it, you usually have one hand free, one hand holding the bow.
You let go of an arrow, you have room for another arrow, whether it's from your quiver or
Yeah.
someone shooting it at you.
All right, here's the stats. Is there a cost to using it?
How do I drag
It's
stuff?
it's
Is it
it's
like
it's
Your
step
reaction.
back?
it's as a reaction, so it's your reaction.
So,
So
yeah, we
I'm-
consume your reaction for the round.
Since that's quite a lot of a reduction, I'm it's fairly close to being immune to projectiles. That's 5 plus 1d10 reduction. That's going to catch probably about half of the arrows that come at me.
Certainly, an
I don't think
arrow
it-
doing sort of 10 damage or less is
Yeah.
likely to be blocked by you. It's a good
Nice.
skill. It's only going to be able to you're only going to be able to do it to one missile per turn. It's as a reaction. It is a missile. So if someone shoots 10 arrows at you, you're gonna be able to knock one of them out of the sky.
Mm.
It's
If they do 10 arrows in 6 seconds, that is.
I mean, it could be some sort of weird arrow Gatling gun.
I mean, it could be a Hwacha.
Could be, yes, all sorts of things.
It's that Chinese thing where it's just a bunch of arrows in a big grid and they all fire at once.
They all fire at once.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes.
damn.
Oh, that.
Oh, damn. Did you say potion of storm giant strength, right?
Yep. I think it's a minute it goes for, but yes, it's
I've just looked. I've just looked it in the compendium. It says an hour.
an hour.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let me have a look at that. Yes.
Potion of giant strength compendium.
Giant strength. You're right. You're right. It's an hour. Okay, so you will be monstrously strong for a good old period of time.
Who wants to wrestle? You start breaking every bone in their body.
I mean that is literally the fucking big demon gets summoned and you challenge it to an arm wrestle for the cosmos and win kind of tier nonsense. So if you do that, that would be very amusing. Now, I know you're mostly dexterity based, but you
It's actually
you get the choice,
finesse.
don't you? You get the choice, yeah.
Yeah, they're finesse weapons. So I can choose to go off strength and have a +9
Mm,
to attack and damage instead of +5.
yeah. I think, unfortunately, well, it isn't because it's in the bag for you all to use, kind of thing. But Ez is the least actually useful for his particular character. Although I think the amulets of charisma might be a bit meh. Maybe you want to swap. Maybe you want to swap them around and
I
trade.
don't. I mean, I make almost no use of charisma.
Same
It
here.
actually makes a lot of sense, strangely, and bear with me here. For me to get all of these items, they make the most sense for me. No,
You get both
seriously,
amulets of charisma.
I don't think they stack.
I'm usually on the back line, so I'm far away from where the tank is, so I don't get the healing as easily. So the healing potion. I do most of the discussion, so I should get the stamina stuff. I've got the gloves already. And what was the other thing?
There's the amulets of charisma.
There was
That's the
strength and
I
charisma.
mentioned.
There's the
Oh yeah, the strength thing. The strength thing's the only thing that doesn't make sense to be given to me.
Yeah.
The amulets charisma were +2, weren't they?
They were, yeah.
Give the healing potions to Dai because she's the tank. Give me one of the charisma amulets.
What you want to do is you want to put the charisma amulets on whoever does your big talking up people thing,
Yes.
which is no one. You're all awful at that.
There are degrees of awful.
There are. But yeah, you don't have a paladin or a cleric who would do
A
sort of,
bard,
or bard. Yeah, bards.
especially a bard. More than anything, a bard, really.
Druids.
I
I
mean-
thought druids get some bonus from charisma.
I mean, wisdom's my primary thing.
Okay.
Your thing of clerics was their turn spells, I think.
Mm.
I mean, I one of my highest skills is persuasion, which is charisma based.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's getting a
mean-
+1 on your rolls with that's, kind of nice, I guess. You can have my amulet. I don't need it.
Okay.
Would you like the healing in exchange?
Well, I guess since you literally don't need it, I may as well take it.
I was thinking if I kept it, I was going to basically load it into a catapult and fire at someone in the combat to insta heal them.
It's not a bad idea.
Aim for the mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. Do healing potions work if you pour it on the wound instead of eating it?
It's a topical healing potion.
They're normally drunk, is my understanding of it.
Like the Irish.
Yeah.
Can you?
Haha.
What about like a healing potion enema? Would that still work?
I mean, IRL potentially. I don't want to get into games where we're applying potions anally. Sorry,
do
just the game starts
Well, what
taking
if we're
a
busy
weird turn.
eating?
Deciding on the rules for that would be kind of anal.
That is true.
I can't think of a better way to determine it than to test it.
Makes sense.
However, I do not volunteer.
Neither do I. I mean, I'm sure someone here would be willing to die.
Haha.
And she's literally, it's her job.
The succubus, yeah.
How much extra is it for the other hole?
Oh my god, stop.
Plays succubus, remains prude.
Yeah. I know, right?
Prude succubus.
This is why this is where you find out she didn't hell and decide she wanted to be with humans. She was kicked out of hell because she's a lousy fucking succubus.
I'm just being a bad slut.
Literally,
Just
yeah, literally getting
walking
kicked out of the
amongst-
kicked out of the
walking amongst her
whorehouse.
kind saying disgusting sluts.
Yeah,
She's dressed in like a nun's habit as a succubus.
she got
That would actually
kicked out for
that would
slut
actually be a
shaming.
better character,
That-
I feel like. And it would be more appropriate for you, Dai.
yeah.
That's, next time maybe.
I mean, you could change your ways. You could have a change of heart in the story. We pick you up some nun's clothes somewhere.
We've got a nurse's
Let's start to
outfit.
burn her.
To be fair, I did play a nun in the Cthulhu campaign.
Yeah, you did.
I've already I've already gone that route.
Specifically
I
from
I
Ireland.
rolled really well on my attraction too, and she had so it was the whole it was a funny thing. She had
The
big
weirdly
tits,
attractive nun.
really attractive, but was insane, of course. So.
Instructions unclear. Succubus stuck in non-lingerie.
Nungery.
Right. You've
You
loaded
call it
yourself.
here?
Well,
Oh.
give me a second. You've loaded yourself onto the carts and you've headed back. On your way back, it's going to take about a week or so. As it took a week to get here, give or take. You've got a driver for the cart. You are actually inside the cart. Your horses are tagging along behind. Within the first day, you realise that the driver for the caravan is in fact Sandy, and she is riding
Oh.
back with.
How
Was it-
long did it take us to notice?
Within the first day. You're in the wagon, so you're not actually sort of looking at.
I mean, we were tired, so
Yeah,
fair.
So you've had
Yeah.
you've had a full rest, but you've noticed that you do indeed have Sandy tagging along with you. If at any point during that journey you want to try and convince her, I will allow you to.
But why though?
Having
Well,
she's a
if
vampire.
I've got that
powerful.
amulet of persuasion or whatever it was called.
What is your charisma?
My charisma is currently 14,
That'll take you to a 16, so you'd have a -2 on the roll.
but my
Ah.
persuasion is +5.
Okay.
Wait,
Sorry,
when you said currently 14, you meant with the amulet?
Yeah, without it, I wasn't able to find it when I was looking in the compendium, so I'm
Oh.
thinking I spelled it wrong.
5, so that would be 7. Okay.
Can I?
No,
give
no, no.
advantage?
Raising your charisma by 2 raises your bonus by 1.
Oh, by 1. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
you're right.
All right, so if I roll it as it is right now, just add 1 to what I roll.
Yeah. Can I help and give advantage?
Sure.
Oh,
I'm
I'll
worried
give-
if
I'll-
you
I'll
do, you
use
might
guide-
accidentally kill her.
forget that. But I'll also use guidance on you.
Okay.
You get
What
an
does that do?
additional D4.
Okay.
I can use this as much as I want, so try to remember to ask me for guidance before you do
Okay.
menial things.
So,
don't-
so
wait,
that was a
what does guidance
26.
do again?
It doesn't.
For
It doesn't
roll?
matter.
Okay.
Congratulations. You
one.
have successfully chatted up the very, very attractive vampire S, and she has agreed. She felt kind of obligated to the count or the Baron rather had offered you support, and as she spent some time with you, she realizes on the whole you're good folk, if a little bit odd.
Even if we have that one person.
and you perhaps need a little more help than and she likes
What do you mean?
humans.
What do you mean that one person died, stabbed that captain who was helping us?
I mean,
for no reason.
Hey,
True.
hey,
that is true.
Okay, that one future demon and the one current demon.
hey! There was nobody begging for their life at that point, though. So it's
And
not
literally-
as bad.
Yeah, as literally
We weren't even in
disregarded
combat.
disregarded our
He called me a
our
coward, man.
advice
Let's,
and tried to murder the entire party.
Wait a second.
True.
He called me a coward, so I sucker punched him. Is basically what you just said.
Yeah. Yeah, I said what I said.
Literally the only
S
you say
did
that
try and
one
murder us,
person, but literally the only peoples in the party who have not tried to murder anyone else in the party or caused a problem with random murdering are yourself and Uzalu, and even Uzalu didn't agree with the angel and tried to screw it up right from the first
He
session.
got killed. Yeah, he did get murdered immediately.
Cut in
Let's
two.
not forget that happened.
I will say that you've also leveled up
Hurrah.
during this fight.
Yay.
Ooh, yay.
Level 8 now?
Nice maths.
And Uzalu, Coat, you too are going to be propositioned on the way back.
Ew.
If you should wish to become a vampire,
No,
No, thank you. Next question.
the option is there.
I think we've already dismissed this.
Fair
Yes,
enough.
That was the quickest
I
dismissal
think
in history.
Archie is curious to find out if he can be turned into a vampire.
Archie cannot be turned into a vampire. What that vampire trait would do for you is it would give you heightened perception, heightened stealth, resistances to necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks. You would have an immediate dark vision of 60 feet. You would regenerate 10 hit points per round. You will be able to climb vertical surfaces and roof surfaces as if you were a spider. There
This is
are
a
other
great marketing pitch, but I'm sure there's a catch.
Yeah.
No, not really. Other than the fact that you
Other than
would have
drinking
to,
blood, yeah.
you would have to A, drink blood, B, have to deal with the fact that a while when drinking blood, you will potentially get a bit, bloodthirsty.
Okay, don't you already get most of that just by wild shaping into a spider?
And you also would need to become fairly proficient with the old sunblock and sunglasses.
Okay, so no, but yes.
There are some minor drawbacks, but yeah.
Well, Uzalu, I don't know about you, but I'm still pretty not sold.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. New vampire GF for either of you guys. Fair enough.
Didn't want one. For one thing, they tend to be
Yeah,
very
look,
white.
I mean,
And
thing
what's
is,
wrong
right,
with that?
women are already such bloodsuckers. What would be the difference?
Hmm.
Have you forgotten Chief's pure Indian / Indian
Ah, yes,
nature?
of course. And
I mean, he's been called Feather on Dot for a reason.
yes, of
Yeah,
course.
my character is just as human supremacist as I am, and she doesn't count.
Oh, hey, I can run up walls now.
Oh. I'll probably need somebody to help me with my fucking thing.
I take it Kiki took the offer.
No,
What?
that's
No.
just her skills.
Oh.
Because
As-
we're all leveled up. I'll probably need help leveling up though, if I get anything. I don't know if I even get anything new or not.
You're a
Well,
You know,
usually-
green
actually,
knight, right?
Kiki, that probably would be a good idea because then you couldn't kill yourself. What am I saying? No, don't.
I will use the level plus character mancer thingy.
Does it work now?
know
It's
what?
supposed to work unless you've done anything without it, but this character has actually consistently used it.
Incidentally, here is
Yeah, the reason it doesn't work, from what I understand, is because all of the books are on my account, and because Trig is the owner of the thing,
Oh.
and I'm not, they're not shared.
this is. I'm just going to post a picture of this in events.
Will you help me level
one.
up later, Kiki?
This is
Yeah,
this is a scene from the movie that I've based this little set piece on, which is a film called Sundown: Vampires in Retreat, and there is Sandy herself in that picture.
Oh.
That's who you've been dealing with. That is who is going to be tagging along with you, and yes, that is of course the very very famous Bruce Campbell alongside her.
Who?
It's Bruce Campbell. Evil Dead trilogy?
Nope, never seen that.
Never
Really?
heard of it.
Oh damn.
King whose chin alone.
many
could
times have you
defeat
said this
Chuck
to me?
Norris.
How can the dead be evil? It doesn't make any sense.
It was a valid
Unless
question.
unless they're Biden voters.
It's oh,
Oh, so all the dead?
Ah.
hold on a second. I've got a great fucking clip. There we go. This is Bruce Campbell in Evil Dead 3, I think it is.
That can't be the same one, D. He hasn't got a mustache.
Oh damn! So Di,
Yes.
you get to roll a d10 and gain that many hit points plus your Constitution, or take
That's-
6.
I did roll last time, didn't I?
Yeah, but I mean, for this level up.
I know. I'm thinking because I know I could just take 6, or I could chance it and try and roll.
Yeah.
It's. I don't see the argument for not just taking 6.
Yeah, I might just take 6 to be honest.
You
'cause
might
it's-
roll a
I
7.
always go with. I always go with the taking the thing.
Yeah, but I could also roll a 1, and that would be very
Yeah, but rolling's
unfortunate.
more fun.
If it's more fun, they should just let you pick a 5 or roll because that's actually even.
I mean, it's literally a game of rolling dice.
But
Pretty
no,
much.
that is how it works. You choose the average rounded up or roll.
Yeah.
So I'll add,
Unfortunately,
I add 6 to my hit points. Is it?
So you'll add 6 plus your Constitution modifier, which is.
Where do I see that?
In fact, it's fine. Don't add them. We'll just take note of them, and I'll add them to your character sheet when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd
So-
probably be
So
best.
hold
you're
on. You want
taking 6.
do you want me to give you access to Atia then?
Yes, please. And you also get Indomitable. So once per
Oh.
day, when you fail a save, you can just re-roll it.
Oh, that's handy. Yes, I always wanted a reroll.
Great, more
Efficiency
bullshit.
bonuses all went up.
Okay, you have +6. You have your constitution is yeah, your constitution is 17, so you've got 3 constitution, so that's a 9 total.
Yeah, did you give me Atia access?
I did.
Awesome. I'll character answer it.
Thank you very much.
Access.
I don't know if you wanna, if the others need help, or Uzalu, your character.
I have almost nothing that changes about mine.
Yeah, it's more
I-
Yeah,
Uzalu's
level 9's
character.
fairly.
Level
fairly
9 is
moderate.
very dull for a druid.
Yeah, no,
It is
just
the
because
most.
Uzalu's character does have a lot of stuff, so he might need extra help with that one.
There you go, Di. You're done.
Thank you very much.
Indomitable's really good.
It is. It is.
Oh, I learned 2 new spells.
Awesome.
Although apparently they're not actually spells.
Are they not?
Interesting.
What are they?
They're spell-like effects that are. I somehow make them using my artificer tools.
Okay. Sorry, I'm being attacked by a small black and white cat. Who's actually not that small anymore. He's
Is he
fucking.
not?
He's fucking large. And
I mean,
It's
well,
all
it is the
muscular
breed.
as Wait, are they
So,
spell-like effects? You get
anyone
you
else
get
looking
critical
forward to
stuff.
seeing what horrors I can conjure with my 5th level spell slots?
yes, by
Oh
all
my
means,
God.
we are definitely.
Wait, so Ez, where are you seeing this like spell-like effect thing?
Oh, 1 sec.
Because
Yeah,
I'm looking at it and
I
it's
put
just
it in events 1 for you.
okay. Because that's all of your spells are under that.
Right, so my spells aren't really magic then, if I've read that right.
No,
No, they
which
are.
is why
Well,
which
so
is why at the start I was saying that, which is why when we made the characters and I was going through things with you, I was going, this is how we can word them and make them non-magical. But you decided you just wanted them to be magic, so
I
we
never
gave up on.
decided that. You remember we were saying that like magic missile was just throwing cocks.
Are you there, Uzalu?
I am.
Did anyone
You're-
ask him
remember
anything?
you're- Well, no, I did because before because of his character sheet. Don't forget to level up.
Yes, I should probably click the button. There is a button I can click that says Character Mancer level up. If
Yeah,
I
I'm
click
not
that,
doing
how
that,
much will it
actually.
break?
Yeah,
much will
I'm
it break?
afraid
Probably
to
a
click
lot.
that button
Well,
Yeah,
because
you can
I
cancel
don't
once you
have
started
the
it, but
extra stuff.
Yeah, do you want me to character monster level you up, easily?
Yeah, that's why I was bringing
That
it up.
might be for the best.
Yeah.
okay. Let me sort that out. What I will say is, we'll knock it on the head at this session and say that next week you will arrive back with the Colonel, and take it from there.
We could, and now Uzalu, we can finish those 4 episodes of Fate. We still have yet to do.
Ah, yes.
Lol. Which fate are you on at the moment?
We've started Fate Apocrypha, which is
We
not
got
too
past.
bad.
We got past the one that was worse than death.
He did like the movies, the Sakura movies.
Oh yeah, man, they really sucked.
They mm-hmm.
I liked them. I thought the fighting was pretty nice.
End it here.
This is very cathartic. For once, everyone else thinks I have good taste and Di has bad taste.
Have you?
No, I don't think it's
oh.
like its
Oh.
story's terrible.
What
but
was
I
that
don't
piece of
disagree with that.
shit you insisted I watch, which was just infuriating, and then the last episodes were just so
fuck.
irritating. It's untrue.
that's the whole point. What is it called? It's fucking
The whole
How
point
to be
was
straight.
the whole point was to piss me. Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Oh,
Yeah,
I haven't
Evangelion.
seen that yet.
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
There's,
Oh,
there's,
okay, don't
there's some
spoil.
there's some fun bits in
Nah.
it. Some of the imagery is really, really good for early on, and then the last episode, and then the other last episode, and then the other last episode that you're made to watch by Dai make you want to go and hunt down every single one of the creators and shoot them in the kneecaps, in the ankles, in the wrists, in the elbows, in the shoulders, and then in the lower spine and in the middle of the spine, and let them slowly die from pain.
Well, the whole thing is that like the person that made it apparently had like a fucking mental breakdown